Greetings, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good time this evening. Hope so, I hope so. Anybody got any exciting stories to share? Something that happened during the day? Always something exciting happening. Some part of the world. Trying to make some last minute adjustments here. My camera's wigging out on me again, turning things green. So, turning me red, green. Oh, come on. Cut that out. All right. Just have to live with what we got, I guess. All right. Let's see who we got over here in chat. I thought the thumbnail was a Gamorrean guard at first glance. Not quite a Gamorrean guard. Not quite. We got Grandma Mod finally joined the channel officially. Jason says, made it for a live stream. Who does the art? That's it's a guy named Boris Sui. His link is in a lot of my descriptions. He's got a website you can go to. So if you're interested in checking his stuff out, there's links to it. I put him in my videos just in case somebody else wants to use his services. Love the graphic. Nice. Grandma Mod is scarier than I thought. Yeah. Yeah, she's no slouch. She's got like this Meister chain thing going on. Check that out. That's nice. Just to be clear, these are all 6-dot mods. Grandma Mod doesn't suffer no 4-dot or 5-dot mods. Those are all, 6-dot, highly developed, maxed out mods. No question about it. All right, let me go over here and take a look. Didn't get many questions for today. So that's good and bad. It's bad because, well, I like answering questions. And it's good because we can just duck on in here and have a look at some account reviews. That can be a thing when we don't have a lot of questions. So we did have one question about the First Order fleet. So I'll answer that one real quick, and I hope that the person that asked that's in the channel. So Hirsch, hopefully Hirsch is in here, and we can get his question answered in the right way. All right, let's take a look over here. Get this shuttle pulled up. That's not going to work out. We're going to need to go over here to this account where we've got a real First Order shuttle. All right, so he was asking about the third skill, which I think is this one. Nope, that's the second skill, this one. This one should be the third skill that you see. So this skill, target ally loses all turn meter. Allies gain 40% turn meter plus 25% of the turn meter that ally lost. Doubled for First Order allies. If the command shuttle targets itself, then they gain advantage. I typically target somebody else with this skill. So I start out with the TIE silencer, the Special Forces TIE, and this shuttle. And I will always steal turn meter from the SF TIE to give the silencer another turn. And that means that this shuttle itself will be taking advantage of this turn meter boost. So if the other ship is, let's say, 80% turn meter, you'll get 40% here and 40% for First Order allies over here. And then you'll virtually be ready to take another turn with your shuttle. The silencer will go, then your shuttle will go again. Then you can pass another turn over here with this, and this gives advantage. So you don't really want to target the shuttle itself for this part where it gets advantage. Or, in some cases, we want the shuttle to go again and just use the basic. And the basic gives speed up. So where is it? Here. Has plus 40 speed while it has protection, and 100% counter chance while it doesn't. So if we do the basic ability and we use that to get protection up 50% for 2 turns, it increases our speed by quite a lot. And there's some times where you want to time out your turn or your next turn around this skill. So maybe you've used that skill, then you use this skill to get another turn, then you use the basic to go faster, and then you get back around to this skill sooner. Or you use this skill to hand it over to the TIE Silencer, get another turn with him, and get a kill. So that's how you use the shuttle. This shuttle is just, this is a lot like using Hux and Thrawn in SLKR. Basically, if you have Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, you're just constantly trying to feed him extra turns. And that's what this shuttle is doing. You're just constantly trying to feed extra turns to the TIE Silencer. So we'll go in here real quick, and we'll see if we can give a demonstration of how that actually works in Fleet Arena. So here we've got the first 3. We've got the Silencer, the Command Shuttle, and the SF TIE. So we'll take them in. And we'll do a timing attack here at the start. So we put the missile on the Hound's Tooth so that it can't gain turn meter. Put a stun on it. And then we're going to come over here and stun. And we're going to do that. All right, then he'll do the special skill. Now, you see, you've got tons of turn meter on this guy right here, right? So if we just, start blasting away at his characters. Now the turn meter's gone. Now, if we steal turn meter from either one of these guys, it's going to be a very limited effect. So we don't want to steal turn meter. We're going to use this third skill, put an ability block onto the Hound's Tooth so he can't do what he wants to do. We'll call in a reinforcement. And we'll work on Anakin a little bit some more. All right, now is when the shuttle is going to be in a premium position to steal turn meter from him. So we go with the Silencer. We're low on turn meter. We're high on turn meter over here. We're going to steal it. And you see, we've got turns on both of these ships loaded and ready to go. So we'll do a big hit over here. Pass him a turn again. Hit him again. And then that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to do a big hit here, get Foresight, so that when this does its other skill, and here's another opportunity for us. Look at this. We can steal turn meter again. Put a hit over here on 5s. Take the hit from that. And then we can pull an assist. Now with the days on, I really can't do much turn meter stuff, so we just do that, and we get the extra speed. Stun the Hound's Tooth again. And now we really don't want to use the skill until we bring in a reinforcement. So here we're going to bring in the Hound's Tooth as a reinforcement. We'll get up taunt. And then we're going to steal the buffs. We'll hit him. And now our damage should be ramped up enough that we can take out this Hound's Tooth. We'll go ahead and do this for the offense up. And now if I push this button, it's game over and we win. It's not my time to climb in fleet, so I'll cancel out. But that's a little bit how you use that fleet and that shuttle, and you just keep passing turns and make sure that you never quit taking turns with the Silencer. All right, let's go over here and catch up with chat. Grandma Mod is terrifying. Take your like. Joseph is over here. Joseph will know. How you doing? Good. Doing good, man. Also, if you haven't, there's a GAC-based community project. Check out the Discord. The Dark Council channel has the details. If protection up is protection up different than actual protection itself? Yes. So there are skills that specifically say if you have protection up and then it's looking for the buff. If there's a skill like Wat Tambor is an example. So here's the like saber, guys. It's a reminder. Hit that like saber. We got way too many people in here who have not activated their like sabers. So if you look at Wat Tambor's skill here on mass manufacture, it basically says at the start of the turn, recover and blah, blah, blah. Tanks taunt while they have protection. So this is just looking at protection. If you look at, who's another one? Vandor Chewbacca. Vandor Chewbacca. So what is it? Here, right? So he recovers protection and blah, blah, blah. When he recovers to max protection, he becomes prepared. Blah, blah. He gets to revive people. So this is looking at his actual protection. It's not looking at protection up. It's looking at his actual, like, protection stat. So if he's missing protection and you put protection up on him and he gets a bunch of purple protection, he still has to get to maximum protection on his base protection to get that. And he does get protection from this. He recovers protection equal to 10% of his health, blah, blah, blah. So he has the ability to recover his protection and then trigger abilities off of it. Yeah, so there's definitely a difference in the game between protection and protection up. And the shuttle, let's just make sure it's looking for protection up. Well, it has protection and 100% counter chance. Huh. Maybe it's just looking at the protection stat. Interesting. Well, I mean, in ships, your protection is usually gone in a hurry. He usually doesn't have, like, just protection sitting around. So when you use this skill and it gives him protection up, that does trigger him to go faster. Or at least in my experience, it triggers him to go faster. Because you saw it in that last matchup. His speed is slower than the TIE SF, right? So he's 142. And this SF TIE is... Where is he? See all the way up top? Do I have him favorited still? Somehow? Here he is. So he's way faster, and the shuttle passed him up. The shuttle passed him up. Interesting question, though. I don't know exactly how that works. I think this protection does trigger this skill. But I don't feel like he just has this speed when you come into combat at 100% life and protection right at the start. It doesn't seem like he goes that fast. Maybe he does. Maybe somebody knows. All right, let's go back over here and catch up on chat. I think there's a potential for a dedicated video about how to use the First Order fleet. Paul, there already is one. We've already got a video out on how to win with the First Order fleet. It's from a couple months ago. But yeah, just look on my channel and find the finalizer. And in that video, I beat the Negotiator several times, the Malevolence, the Home 1 fleet. So I show the matchups against all three of those fleets and how the Finalizer dominates. All right, let's see. How do I get my stun chance up on KRU's ship because I'm never landing them? So ships has this 15% rule where unless the skill actually says the stun can't be resisted, even if your potency is greater than the enemy's tenacity, there's a 15% chance that it just doesn't work. And that's something that they've done to bring randomness to fleets, because fleets is, you can't differentiate your ships. Everybody with a Relic 7 finalizer has a Relic 7 finalizer. It's not different than anybody else's Relic 7 finalizer. So there's this randomization effect where 15% of the time the stun just won't land. Unless it's a skill like Vader or Anakin says this cannot be evaded, period, in which case the attack will never be evaded. But if you have a whole bunch of accuracy and the opponent has no dodge, there will still be 15% of the time where there's a dodge anyway, because it's just random in the game. It's 15% no matter what for ships, for sure. And I think a lot of character stuff used to be like that too, but I don't know if it still is. I'm not exactly sure. I don't keep up on all of the metadata with the game mechanics. But yeah, so there's really no way to get the stun chance up on your silencer except to continue to level up the pilot. So the higher level your pilot is, the better your potency stat will get. The other thing is, if you're trying to stun the Hound's Tooth, see, the problem with the Hound's Tooth, it has a ton of extra tenacity if it doesn't have taunt. Well, it's not taunting, it has 50% tenacity, and it's already got a bunch of tenacity anyway. So it's got 60% tenacity, and if it's not taunting, it's at like 100 and something. So you probably got about a 30% chance of stunning the Hound's Tooth if it's not taunting. So that's another thing that might be messing up your stuns. All right. Yeah, okay, so people have already answered that. Okay. Let's see. It doesn't work. I have a gear 8 Kylo and it doesn't work 3/4 of the time. Yeah, the level of your pilot makes a lot of difference. A gear 8 Kylo is nothing, because you got a lot of gear levels to go on Kylo. You got 2 Zetas, you got skills, you got mods, you got all kinds of stuff that's adding into that stat. So yeah, the pilot's going to make the biggest difference on that stat. All right, let's see. Lightsaber activates as soon as I join. Thanks, man. Let's get that graphic up again to remind people how satisfying it is. All right. At Loquitur, agreed, the game is unclear about protection versus protection up. Bastila lead Luke is a major issue because it lets Watt heal protection up once C has removed all protection. Yeah, it's crazy. There's some inconsistencies with the way that it works, for sure. When can we expect the next Loquitur update video? I've been looking forward to it. I'm not going to do week 31. I'm going to do next week with 2 weeks in a row because I really am pouring all my time into trying to get at least the first one of these follow-up videos for the beginner's guide done. And I'm not complaining, guys. I'm not complaining. But it takes me a sickening amount of time to figure these things out, because I don't just put together, oh, well, I think this is the way we should do it. So I'm trying to figure out this gladiator path. And it's not rocket science, right? Like if you want to go for 2 Revens and get Malik and then go into SLKR, I mean, any streamer can come out and say, yeah, build JKR first and then build Darth Revan and then build a Malik and then build an SLKR. But what I'm doing is I'm going back through the game and I'm back calculating the farm times all of the start times, like when you finish one character, you start another thing, and what those transitions have to look like to run it smooth. And I've probably put, I'm not kidding you guys, I've probably put 20 hours already into just developing the gladiator path, and I haven't even made the video yet. So I'm just doing, I'm putting all my time into that, and we'll get this week's updates. They did not lock in for the Grand Arena. So I don't feel too bad about delaying the update, because nothing that I updated is actually in the account for this Grand Arena. I don't have Watt. I don't have the Emperor Palpatine. Like, none of the stuff that I did locked in. So I'll just do the update next week, and then hopefully, 2 weeks worth of changes will get locked in for the next Grand Arena. All right. Let's see. Didn't he say 50%? But anyway, KRU's one applies way more often than Sunfac one. That's my point. Yeah, I mean, when you've got crew built up all the way, his stun should apply 80% of the time at least. Yeah, for sure. One more thing, and maybe you already know this, or maybe you're just not paying attention to it. Kylo's stun is not a stun on the basic. It's only a stun when they have less than, more than 50% turn meter. So anytime you're hitting a ship that's less than 15% turn meter, you get advantage. You have to be hitting a ship with more than 50% turn meter in order for that stun to even be on the table. Keep an eye on that. Maybe that's why you're missing all your stuns, is because you're attacking guys with low turn meter and you think you should stun, but the basic doesn't do that. It only stuns on high turn meter. That's something to watch out for. All right. Does the afterburner enter battle activate for all ships at the start of battle? Enter battle equals when the reinforcement enters battle. That's true except under the finalizer. So the finalizer has a pretty garbage kit, really. I mean, the finalizer as a capital ship is just not impressive. So it goes fast and it goes first. It does this ult right away. But the skills and what the ship does is kind of lackluster. But what it does do is it activates for each other ship. All First Order allies active at the start of the battle have a bunch of extra health and have their reinforcement abilities activated. So all of the 3 ships that you get in your starting lineup for First Order act like they got called in as a reinforcement. So the silencer gets the afterburner. The shuttle gets the skill where it takes away turn meter from the opponent when they call in a reinforcement. And that, I cannot tell you guys how powerful this is, having this active. You remove 20% turn meter every time they call in a reinforcement, and gain 20% turn meter when the enemy reinforces. And other First Order allies gain 10% turn meter. So by them reinforcing, their ship doesn't go right away when it reinforces. And a lot of times you can either cripple or kill the ship as soon as it comes in. Like, they bring in Plo and it gets its initial reinforcement ability, but then you kill Plo's ship before it gets to give him turn meter or do anything. So this is a ridiculously overpowered reinforcement skill. Ridiculous. That's also why I use the SF tie instead of the regular tie, because this takes away, it gives me a bunch of potency, takes away a bunch of tenacity from the enemies. So remember that Hound's Tooth with its extra tenacity? Well, here it loses 40% tenacity and I gain 40% potency. So now I'm pretty much guaranteed to land on a stun on that Hound's Tooth, even if it's not taunting. So these 3 ships all have to do what they do in order for the First Order fleet to work the way I play it. Yeah, I can't speak for how other people play it, but I need all 3 of those reinforce abilities active, and then my gimmick works. How do you get so many ship credits? I don't have many ship credits on this account. I feel like I'm broke all the time on this account with ship credits. What have I got? Like 12 million or something? Yeah, that's nothing. I ran completely out of ship credits about a month ago when I got my malevolence. I tried to level it up and I was 0 on ship credits. It's bad. The answer to the credit thing is, like, once you've played the game for a while, the longer you go on into the game, the more it is that you don't need credits for everything, every waking moment of your life, and you can spare some credits to do more fun things in the game and keep some in the bank. You're not constantly stressed out about trying to pour those credits in. All right. So what other questions y'all have? Anything else for questions that I can answer? Put them over there in chat. All right, let's see what we got here. What's the best negotiator fleet lineup? I think the best negotiator fleet lineup that or at least the one that's hardest for me to beat, is Rex, BTLB, and Anakin starting out, and then reinforce with Houndstooth, Clone Sergeant, Plo, and Fives. So the starting lineup that actually has 3 Galactic Republic is harder for me than the one that uses Houndstooth as one of the first ships. Because once you get that, because my first order fleet's all about killing stuff fast, and when everything on the board gets 2 lives, it makes it tougher. Now BTLB is a game changer for the negotiator fleet, my opinion. Bookish is in the house. Amen. What relic is your Grievous? Relic 7. 12 million is a lot. That's not a lot. I had like, I don't know, 72 million ship credits not long ago. When I hit Division 1, I blew it all. I spent all my ship credits developing a whole bunch of ships. And then they changed GAC so that all that turned into bloat that I didn't need. But yeah, I blew through all my ship credits. The Bokov says, I don't know if you saw it on disc. Yeah, you told me not to start with that question, though. You said I got to wait on it. You said I got to wait. I have an auto-deploy opponent in Division 2. 14 mishmash teams intertwined with 3 galactic legends. Oh, yikes. Yeah, at least you win. Yeah, clear the bottom 2 zones and it's okay. It's all good. All right, so let's have a look. This account belongs to someone who goes by the name DUCKY in our Discord. It's a pre-gen Maul Eliza. I always like it when people change their name. I don't like the pre-generated names. I think everybody should give themselves a name. That's just my opinion. I actually, it's my opinion in a way that I feel strongly about it. You know, if you're going to play the game, give yourself a name. Differentiate yourself. That's how I feel about it. We'll take a look at this account. It's a pretty new account, still under 1 million galactic power. We got 369 in ships, 537 in fleets. Over here in ships, we've got the geos up and coming. We need some work on the Sunfac still. Working on the Houndstooth. Working on ETA. Yeah, this is a good looking fleet setup. Nothing wrong with this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dark side ships with enough stars. So we got plenty of stars. Definitely got the challenge unlocked. Nothing to see here. Here we've got the Padme team with the Relic Anakin. That's nice. We got Bosk with the Zeta on, up and coming. Newt Gunray. That's nice. Nice little Newt there. Spy. There's a Dooku. Vader, Kenobi, Battle Droid. We got Dengar. Check out this 7-star Dengar over here. So we got a full bounty hunter team going on. Moff Tarkin, though. Uh-oh. This is bad news. Yeah, if we're using Tarkin for a fleet, we've got to have mods at 15, and we've definitely got to have more gear on this Tarkin. Definitely. Let's take a look at capital ships. Yeah, he's using the Tarkin. Yeah, one huge boost for your fleet, man. I don't know if you're trying to hold off and wait for your premium capital ship, but I would definitely bring these skills up to 3 or 4, and I would definitely invest in Tarkin. Get that capital ship moving a little faster. It really makes a difference when you bring your reinforcements in. You don't necessarily have to bring them in first, but you want to be bringing in your reinforcement right behind the opponents if you're behind them. You don't want to be bringing it in, half a bar or turn meter later. Gets you too far behind, and once they pull in their second reinforcement, you're in trouble. All right, some chat stuff going on over here. What's the difference between dropping a battle versus timing out? Timing out, you keep your progress up to that point. Dropping a battle, it resets and you start over. So the opposing team doesn't have turn meter. If you time out, like let's say you kill one character in a 3v3 and you time it out, the other 2 characters will have turn meter. They'll remain where they have with their skills used and their turn meter and everything. It makes it harder, especially if you need to go first. If you're with a team that needs to go first and you don't reset it, you'll end up with them having turn meter. And some teams can really be difficult to beat if they have preloaded turn meter. Darth Revan's an example. The Darth Revan team's already hard enough to beat, and then if it has a ton of preloaded turn meter, yikes. You're basically using a Galactic Legend at that point, or a Padme team. A Padme team can still beat it because they don't mind as much if they don't go first. Dengar is overrated. Dengar is actually quite good. Dengar's a C character, D character. He's okay. On defense, if you put him in with a big Bosk, it's super annoying because if they can't get through the Bosk and Dengar is hiding under stealth, you get the Bosk that's really hard to kill and the Dengar that's actually doing some good damage. And that can be a super annoying team for people to fight on defense. I prefer way more Mando and Grief. Yeah. Mando and Grief are great compared to... I consider Mando to be an A character. He's a one-trick pony, but if you can get that one trick to work, get the contract off, and get him to poof somebody on his first turn, boy, that one trick makes him worth his weight in gold, especially against things like Malik, Kylo Ren unmasked, things like that really get to a level where they're hard to deal with. He just zaps them. It's kind of like Nihilus. Nihilus is a terrible character. Like his whole kit is just weak. His leadership is weak. Even the drain does so little damage. It cools down his annihilate. So Nihilus is literally an annihilate skill and a whole bunch of wasting time until it comes up. But those characters are A-tier characters because that one skill, that one button click is just that good. It's just that good. He's good for the Chewie event. Yeah. Dengar's great for the Chewie event because then he prevents... Well, you just keep restarting it until they hit him, and then he prevents R2 from putting everybody under stealth. It at least helps you target Chewbacca right away and get him out of there. So, yeah, that's pretty good stuff. All right, so what would we give this account advice in terms of characters and in terms of ships? Let's just take a look real quick at mods. Sort out by speed. Our fastest character is 257 without speed mods. So I mean, we're going to end up with a situation where we got to flash this screen for this guy. So the mods aren't horrible. I mean, we got 13 speed, 12 speed, 18, 9 speed there with a speed arrow. But I mean, if we don't have speed sets on characters and we don't have anybody that's faster than that, that's no good. So we've got an offense cross with no speed at all. Crit damage. Yeah. I don't like the crit damage set on Anakin. I would much rather have an offense set. I think Anakin, the way I like him best is an offense set, a health offset. I like potency on this cross. And then here, crit damage is typically, yeah, that's fine. Crit damage is fine on the triangle. Yeah, but I don't typically go overboard. And then for the longest time, I actually ran an offense arrow just to give him more damage because I didn't care how fast he went. So, yeah, but the offense set with the health, I mean, he needs health for being on Padme, and the offense set I found brought more to the team than the crit damage, trying to go crit all the time. All right, how fast is Dooku? 225. Yeah, we're really suffering on speed here. Shock T. Yikes. Shock T at 222 is the 4th fastest character. So I would say, if this is my account, I'm going to really put a focus on the geos and finishing out. I mean, you got to finish out your fleet stuff. You got to get Sunfac a little better gear. You got to get Sunfac's ship finished. You got to give Tarkin a little bit of love. So I would split my efforts on this account between, more power in fleets from the geos and Tarkin, and Padme, JKA, Kenobi, probably using Yoda as the 5th. I'm thinking by looking at this. Yeah, I guess we could just go look at his squad arena. Yeah, he's using Yoda as the 5th. So, I mean, the account's not in bad shape. There's still under 1 million galactic power, so it's very early in the game, and we've got several good teams built up. We've got the Ewoks on the way to get C-3PO into this team. So yeah, I would continue to build the Padme team, but I would not slow down one bit on getting these geos ramped up, getting this Grievous ramped up for that malevolence when you get it, and stay the course. I feel like you want to build clones next on this account. Yeah, he's got the clone start out, so he's biding his time, getting ready to launch a clone team. So that can make sense. Yeah, come up behind the Padme team with a clone team. Probably relic the Vader somewhere in between. Once he's got Vader in good shape. Yeah, I'd probably do that. Merciless Massacre Zeta and work on Vader. Those two teams followed up the clones. I don't have anything to add. Nothing to change. I would just be careful not to start too many teams because you don't want to be building these bounty hunters and going after Chewbacca and trying to build a CLS team and trying to build a clone team and trying to build your Padme team. It's too many projects, Cut down, focus on the projects you got. Don't start any more new things. Let's see what chat's got to say. How would JKA be modded ideally? The game's advanced modding suggestion is health, but that looks fishy to me. No, you want lots of health on JKA just because of the way the Padme team works. It gives them so much durability. Vincent says, I like DL's idea with offense and health. I either run crit damage or offense with health, says Nabokov. Yeah. I'm currently running a full health set, but going to remod. It depends on what you've got for mods. I mean, if you have like tons of health mods and you've just got these health mods that have crazy substats where you've got speed and offense on a health mod, that's fine too. That's fine too. The thing with Jedi Knight Anakin is you want to trigger him. You want your team to fall below 50% health but not die. You want him to get triggered and do double damage. And when he does that double damage and does this skill, you want him to just be like a giant fly swatter and just bam, wipe out at least one character on the other team. And to do that, you can't rely on crits. You have to just build his offense to the hilt so that when he does get a crit, he'll crit on something. So if he hits 5 characters like that, he'll crit something. And the offense underneath is what's going to make that crit more damaging than the crit itself. It's hard to explain, but until you get your offense to a certain point, the crit's set. So this crit triangle always is going to help you. If you're building an offensive character, putting a crit damage here initially takes you from 150% to 186%, and there's no offense mod that can do the same thing for you. But once you've put this crit damage triangle on, the set bonus from the crit damage set giving you another 30% over the top will not do as much for you as the offense from an offense set. Let's go out real quick. I think we're done with that account analysis anyway. Work on mods. Stick with what you got. We know what that advice looks like already. It's a pretty small account. So on offense mods, right, your set bonus here is 15% offense. And you're actually going to get more out of this 15% offense in terms of damage than you will 30% because you're already at 186%. That 30% is being added on top. Well, actually 192%. When you 6-dot this crit damage, it becomes 42%, I think. So you're at 192. If you add another 30 on top of that, percentage-wise, it's not as good as adding another 15% with damage. All right. What is his crit chance? So we're at Relic 7 with decent mods, not great, but let's see. 73% crit chance. Yeah. So he's going to crit 3 out of 4 normally. So he's got plenty chances to crit. You just want to make it so that his area effect does as much offensive damage so that the 1 or 2 people that he does crit 6 feet under instantly. All right, let's get back to chat here for a second. His unique is only for a Galactic Republic team. Yeah, you got to keep Padme so that it's only Galactic Republic. You got to make sure that that all of the characters are Galactic. If all allies were Galactic Republic at the start of battle, yep, that's the case. So he can be used in a Jedi Knight Revan team, but his viability goes down quite a bit. If you don't have a Padme team yet, he's a good character on a JKR team. But obviously he's best on something that's full Galactic Republic where he can use the advantages of those skills. Yeah. And this just, again, he Anakin himself is much like his ship. It's a very simple kit. It's only 2 skills. But it's very subtle how much stuff that his basic can do with the healing immunity and buff immunity, keeping people from healing, and then the damage off of this also removes buffs and gives buffs, and it's an insane skill. It's like 3 skills in one. Remove buffs, give buffs, and deal ridiculous amounts of damage. Very simple kit, very powerful character. Love it. I just got top 20 in a 5-month-old squad shard with an R7 Anakin, a Gear 9 Padme, Yoda, and a Gear 1 Wrecker. And it's second in fleet. Nice, Joey. That's good. Cool. Don't underestimate Wrecker. He's a beast at Gear 1. Yeah, so, I mean, the idea behind that is no matter what the opposing team does, they're going to kill that character and set off Anakin instantly. Like, there's almost nothing that you can do in the game that won't kill that character and set Anakin off. So you just do that right at the start of the battle. Set him off once and get the train rolling. And then he goes, and then Padme goes, and then on and on we go. Bookish says, I got to go later, everyone. See you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you hit your lightsaber on the way through. We've still got a lot more viewers. We've got twice as many viewers as we have lightsabers. I don't know. Do people's lightsabers not work tonight? This is how you do it. Just a flick of the wrist. Just down through the like button. The lightsabers are designed to get that like button taken apart. It's very easy. Effortless. You can even throw your lightsaber. It is possible to throw a lightsaber pretty accurately. And once it leaves your hand, it automatically hits the like button. So it's you know, self-evident. It's not the word I want to look for. What self-explanatory? I don't know. It goes by itself. It's pre-programmed. AI Man, I can't think of the word. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. I feel like a fool now. All right, we had 6 people leave. They would rather leave than use their lightsabers. That's embarrassing, guys. All right, let's go over here and take a look at this Grand Arena and see what we got in store for us on the Loquitur account. So if we look back at our last fight, our opponent fought our geos, and we stood up. We held in the geo battle, so we held those 2 zones. Then we held in fleet, and he gave us a good battle. Look at this. The Hound's Tooth is down. Anakin's almost dead. But we held on. We held on with that fleet. This fleet, oh man, not today, not this week, but next week. This capital ship's going to be a negotiator. Yeah, I got to play around with that just a little bit today. Looking forward to that. Pretty excited. All right, so we've got a SQL coder here. Very involved in modding and slicing and, making SQL servers, I guess. Who knows? Maybe he's an expert in databases. Something. Stats on this guy, 1.5. So we're fighting up by about 300,000 galactic power. He's got more in ships, more in characters, as you would expect. If we come out here, he's number 86 in fleet, number 230 in squad. So not too worried about this, but when I see people that are 86 in fleet, it always makes me feel good. Makes me feel like they're a little bit further behind in fleet than I am. But this 7-star TIE bomber here, this scares me. This is a brutal ship. This takes a ton of damage to get through. So he's got this ship, and he's got the TIE Advance potentially hiding behind it. If he puts the Hound's Tooth in there, man, that's going to be a tough defense. But I don't think he puts it on defense. I think he saves this for offense, and I think the rest of what we've got here on defense, I'm not scared of. So I'm not too worried. If he does put it on defense, well, I guess we're in for a surprise. But the Hound's Tooth is only force, so even if he does put it on defense, it's not horrible. We can probably just punch through it. Characters over here, we've got Revan, Bindo, and Yoda. And then we got CLS and Vader. And when I saw this, and I see 3v3, I think, man, if this is my account, bottom front, Revan, Yoda, Bindo, good luck to my opponent. I just wave my hand and see you later. So I felt like I had to keep my Padme team. I feel like the Padme team's the best chance that I've got against that. We've got the Bastille of Fallen here, but I didn't see a Darth Revan in the account yet. He's got to be close. He's got the set trooper all set up for his Darth Revan. So I'm guessing this account's somewhere 8-9 months old by the development, the Zetas, the characters that he's got. And it's a pretty tough account. And I expect to fight this on defense. Uh-oh. Something going wrong with my internet. I'm getting a warning. Looks good on my end. I've got green on signal delivery. Oh, somebody else is saying that too. Loquitur, what's your favorite pilotless ship? All of them. Any ship with no pilot is my favorite pilotless ship. TIE Bomber is very satisfying because you get to put rebels on fire. The Vulture Droid is ridiculously powerful for being such a... I mean, it looks like a small ship. It doesn't have that many hit points. It's deceptive. That ship is, again, very simple kit, but very powerful in what it does. The Hyena Bomber is great. So I would have to say the Imperial TIE Bomber is probably my favorite out of all of those pilotless ships. But those three are all off the hook. The BTLB is tanky, so it goes into the negotiator fleet and just tanks for days. It doesn't have as cool of active skills, but yeah, it's all pretty scary. TIE Bomber is a beast. I like the Vulture Droid. The amount of damage it does is insane. Yeah, I agree with you, Joey. I agree with you. It's a deceptive little ship. I mean, you look at it and you don't think it's much, but it's like brutal. All right, so we put the little bounty hunter team out here in front of fleet like last time. Put the geos out here like we did last time. Filled in the back like we did last time. So we pretty much duplicated the same defense that we're doing. Just trying to make him use good teams. In front of fleet, he threw off. He put a garbage team in front of fleets here. And now, his account, when you scout it, it shows this Bindo at Relic. But I think it's locked in here at like 4 pieces or maybe 5 pieces. So I think when I first looked at it, it was like gear 12 plus 4. So it's almost a Relic to Bindo. So this is going to be the tough fight. And I actually think, and this is where it's frustrating because if we were in 5v5, my trooper team is meant to cleave this Jedi team in half. But in 3v3, this team gets 30% more effective and the troopers get 40% less effective. So it's like a huge swing. And if I don't use my Padme team on this, I think I don't have a chance. So we're going to have to attack Yoda first to pop Savior. Then we're going to have to kill Bindo so he can't resurrect. And the whole time we got Revan just going crazy on us. All right. Can you show us your negotiator in a squad arena? You know, I really can't, Mark. The negotiator just doesn't play well in squad arena. It plays pretty well in fleet arena, but not in squad. I know what you meant. Man. We'll take a look at it. We'll see. We'll see after this. I pushed my way up today, so I don't know if I can show it to you in squad arena because I'm in the top 5, or at least I was, and the ships up there I really can't beat with my negotiator yet. So I don't know that I have anything to show you against. Lag again? Okay. All right. Well, we'll get enough likes to power our troopers, so if it comes to that, we've got what it takes. So I think to kick this off, I mean, we got to get in on this Revan team here. We got to use our Padme team. I think Kenobi is the right third member here. I don't think putting in Ahsoka is the right thing to do. But the problem is that Yoda has so much burst damage that it's quite possible he will straight up one-shot Kenobi once he gets his buffs spread around. So we're going to have to save Anakin's area effect skill until Kenobi gets hurt. And then we're going to have to do that and hope it pops Savior and then go after Bindo. So this is a dicey combat, and there's a decent chance that I lose this. Decent chance that I lose it. And Vader's not really an option because they have the tenacity up. You see the tenacity up at the start of the battle. All right, so far so good. Okay, he didn't kill him. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I thought he might be able to kill him. Okay, let's see. Let's at least get Kenobi unstunned. Yeah, I think we want Kenobi unstunned so that we can do a mass assist and at least, oh no, his cooldowns are reset. All right, there we go. We're ticked off now. Let's see. Pop Savior. We didn't pop Savior. Air Savior. Bye, Kenobi. And now we've got that on Bindo. All right. We got Bindo out of there, but Padme's on the ropes. Keep going, girl. No. All right. SWAT. Let's see what we can get here. I think we got to take this even if it's a loss. Yeah, because we got Bindo out of there, so at least we're partway home. All right, so now who do I have that's big enough to get through this? Nobody, really. Yeah. I think our best chance is probably just to try to load up on damage and see what we can do. So we either got to do it this way, or we've got to do... The other thing that we could do Piett, Vader, and Moff Gideon. We could do something like that. Throw off on Vader's first turn, hit him with Moff Gideon, steal their turn meter, and just, hopefully, they'll take a turn. They'll probably kill Piett in one hit, though. But if I get Moff Gideon and Vader to go, is that going to be enough? I don't know, boys. I don't know. This is a tough decision to make. Does Savior reset? Yeah, Savior resets. I love Yoda. He was my first relic for a reason. Yep. All right. So 3 troopers. Just go with the biggest damage that we can take. And try to, Stark will get it turned pretty quickly. Trigger that snow trooper. We're going to struggle. I mean, if we get the area effect here with 2 assists, we'll be able to pop Savior on Yoda for sure. And then we just got to get him down. Just got to get him down. And then if all that's left is Revan, third team in, we'll beat Revan, and then we'll be through it. So let's do this. See what we get. There's marked. All right. Veers down. That's inconvenient. Now, what do I want to do here? I think we're just going to do the area effect. I don't know. We'll do this. We can do the area effect. Now they got foresight again. It's too good. All right, let's get the foresight off these guys. See what we can do about... Oh, man. It did nothing. Did nothing. All right, are we better off or worse off after this. I think we're worse, right? But Revan's lower. Maybe if I just put out a hit on Yoda, drop his protection, they'll kill me. And then at least we've got Revan down on health. All right. All right. Not much to be done. He just used his buff spread timeout. Yeah, I don't know that timing out. I don't know that I'm going to be able to beat this team. Because now even with Vader's got to be our last hope. But I don't, because of the tenacity, even if we do something like this, they're going to kill Vader way too fast. I think if I put this out there, they'll go after Vader, right? It'll give me more speed. They'll go first. They'll get rid of the tenacity if Yoda spreads the buffs. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Yoda isn't preloaded. Revan is. Just clear the north. Do you have Royal Guard? No, I don't have. Well, I have Royal Guard, but my Royal Guard is awful. Let's see. Where is he? He's down here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. He's a one hit wonder at this point. No mods, garbage gear. Vader's your best bet. Clear the other wall and circle back to it. Try to save Vader if possible. What about Piett lead? Piett, Vader, Kylo Ren unmasked. That could work. Yeah, I think we want to just use troopers on the north wall, though. I think we just want to use troopers here. Well, Biggs has that ability to gain turn meter. But we're 39,000 galactic power here. So if I did something like this, with the Stormtrooper, Gideon's going to go first. I can drop their turn meter, get assists off of everybody, probably kill Chupio at that point. Just run with this team. This team will just run circles around them. And that'll save Vader, Tarkin, maybe the Sith Trooper if we want to just take these three in and see if we can do it with these three. I would use the Sith Trooper instead. Yeah, sure, do that. Yeah, Revan will kill Piett instantly. If I put Piett in that team, they'll definitely target Piett, just like they did Veers. You know, Veers was non-relic, so he gets targeted first and just killed instantly. All right, let's steal their turn meter, get a few assists, run my turn meter train up here. Do I want to cut armor on this guy or not? Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it, get him out of here. And we'll put that on him to give him some sense of accomplishment here. Oh boy. How is this Chupio so tough? Oh dear. Oh dear, we're losing this Grand Arena. Alright, that makes this easy. We just bring this in to clean up. And got to leave the Revans down bottom. We just got to get through these guys now. That's all there is to it. We'll target Biggs first and give him turn meter. And we'll call him, hit him, come back around, give him a basic. Just at this point, we just got to clear these 2 zones and hope that the opponent messes up worse than I did. This is good for fleet. Oh, man. Under the endurance. Soldier with the Hound's Tooth. So I actually have to take this seriously with the Hound's Tooth. I'll bring in 1 reinforcement. I don't think he's got enough damage to do anything against me, but we better bring that in to be safe. I think he attacked your bounty hunters. Oh, did he? Is he going? All right, well, let's just attack this Hound's Tooth so that he doesn't get turn meter. We'll go back here on the soldier because we feel like he's the threat. And then we'll go ahead and just stun the Hound's Tooth and start leaning into him. We'll just put all of our good stuff down and just start muscling on through him. He's going after my soldier as well. All right, and then I don't think we actually want to reinforce yet. Let's just do a basic for right now and just keep working on the Hound's Tooth. All right, there's an alternative for us. We can work on this. All right, still don't want to call in my reinforcements. We'll do that, and then I'm going to do the Hound's Tooth because this is going to take him out. Yeah, good. Good, good, good. Punching through with geos. Now we got to stall. Don't kill him, don't kill him, don't kill him. Now I can bring in Plo. Banners, banners, banners. And we're going to put taunt on him to make sure we don't lose protection. 64 banners. Lock it in. Bronzium. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to lose this Grand Arena. No, he hasn't attacked yet. He hasn't attacked yet. Yeah. So that's just too much team for me to get through until if my Kenobi was a little bit better, guys, if I had like 2 more gear levels on Kenobi, we'd have taken that battle no problem. The issue is my Kenobi was weak enough that Yoda with a big hit could get through him in 1 hit. And that's exactly what happened. You know, they took him down to almost nothing, and then before I could recover his health, he was dead. So that's the unfortunate part about putting 3 relics versus 1. Let's just take a quick look at what he's got left over. So that was all on defense. We've got Vader and we've got CLS. And the geos are probably on defense behind the other team. But if he has all this stuff on offense, he can probably take out my geos with Vader. And then, yeah, so he'll win. He'll win this matchup. Yup. Yup. Yeah, it's too good. Too good, this Revan team. Yep. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. Like I said, if it was 5v5, I would win this matchup. No problem in 5v5. No problem. I'd win this matchup. 3v3 is just a different animal. A different kind of thing. I reckon he'll just attack the north. No, he'll get a 3-zone clear. He'll get the north wall. He'll break through, get ships. He's got the TIE bomber and the Darth Vader ship still on offense, so he'll be able to kill my fleet on defense. And he'll be able to beat the bounty hunters and the geos. No problem. He's got a CLS team with a Relic CLS, and he's got a Vader team with a Relic Vader, so he'll get through those 2 front zones. He probably won't clear the back zone, back wall, but he'll get a 3-zone clear against me. So maybe we can hope he doesn't play. Maybe he'll forget to play. But yeah, no, I think I'm got. I think I just, yeah, I'm working on the Kenobi, right? I'm working on the Kenobi. I'll get Padme to Gear 12 and I'll get Kenobi to Relic level, and then we won't have these issues anymore. That'll be a win for us. That will be a win for us. All right. Is 1965 a good score in Division 8 GAC? Nobody knows. I mean, this is all new, and with the 3v3 teams and the different stuff that they put in, I have no idea what to tell you. No idea if that's good or not, honestly. All right. All right. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Let's answer another question. So Nabokov put a Piett question in the chat. If you guys can imagine Nabokov putting in a Piett question. But his question was more around Piett and how close we are on Piett and whether or not, I don't know, I guess you're asking if I have any regrets or would do something differently or whatever. So Piett, we're still 25 out of 100, and we've still got 70 shards to go, and that 70 shards will still take me probably 2 months. And should I have done something differently or farmed differently or what? And it's a complicated question to answer because Piett is so critical to the troopers' success, and I'm locked out. Like if I go into the events for today with the Forest Moon and I say, okay, I want to do Challenge Tier 1, and I could do Challenge Tier 1 if I had Piett. If Piett was in this slot right here, I would do this. But because it requires 7-star characters, I'm locked out of Piett. So until he gets 7 stars, the trooper team is about 60% as good as it could be. So missing him is really a big deal. So the question is it worth force farming or should somebody do something differently? Now, if we're really going to rely on this trooper team closing out assault battles and things like that, we're definitely going to have to force farm Piett. There's no two ways about it because he makes the troopers do what they do so much better that, yeah, you can't leave him behind. For the way that I'm playing my account, because I'm going for Sith Eternal eventually, and I'm not really trying to make the troopers my lead team, then I can wait for Piett. And I don't mind that it's still going to take me a couple months to finish him. I just keep chugging along. So how long does it take to get a single shard drop character to 7 stars? The drop rate here is 30% on characters. So in 5 runs, 5 times 30 is 1.5. You average 1.5 shards per day if you're not doing forced refreshes. So with that in mind, 330 divided by 1.5 is 220. It will take you 220 days, which is 7 months. So it takes 7 months to farm a single drop character, 3.5 months to farm a double drop character, all the way to 7 stars. Assuming that you're not getting it from somewhere else or buying it out of the shop or somehow getting shards through events or whatever. So that's the status. 3.5 months for a regular character, 7 months for statistically it's 7 months for a single shard. So should I wait 7 months for Piett? Well, if this trooper is one of your main 2 teams, we always say you got to have one big offense, one big defense. If it's one of your main 2 teams, then you need to force farm Piett. You got to do it. So the 2 teams that I consider for my account to be big teams are the Padme team and the geos. The geos are my biggest defense team under normal circumstances, and the Padme team is a flex team. It could be either defense or offense, but this is my other big team. And then these other teams are filling in. And the Troopers is a powerhouse on offense, but I'm not trying to force feed them to the point where they're my best team. They're probably getting there though, because if I get Veer's relic too, I'll have 3 relics on that team, and they'll be hitting pretty hard. So no, I don't plan to force farm Piett. I don't plan to try to force him to 7 stars. And my Trooper team, I can do everything I want to do with my Trooper team except things like that assault battle where it requires 7 stars. Raid participation requires 7 stars. So I don't know if that answers the question, or if the question was something else. I'll check over here in chat and see if maybe Nabokov is saying that I missed the point. I think it's more of a question of, is it worth force farming a single drop character? And my answer to that's always going to be no. I hate force farming. I hate it. The Vulture Droid early game is worth it. That's one of the few instances where I think it's worth clicking this button. I don't like clicking this button because it's 25 crystals for nothing. For nothing. You get nothing for it. You get this character sooner, but you could have gotten him anyway with some more patience. So if I force farm him every day for 3 months, let's just say it's 120 days, 120 times 25 is 60, 30, 3,000 crystals. 300? No, 3,000 crystals. Yeah, 3,000 crystals. Can you imagine wasting 3,000 crystals clicking a button that does nothing? It does nothing. The button does nothing. You gain nothing but time. So you have the character 3.5 months earlier, but you've taken 3,000 crystals and flushed them down the toilet. That's 30 refreshes on Cantina. That's ridiculous amounts of signal data. Like, how much of this could I have with 30 refreshes? 16, 8, 1.5, 12 times 8, 96 times 30, 96, 30, 300. So I could have had something on the order of 300 incomplete signal data in the bank for the price of just force farming the Piett. Maybe my math is wrong. I'm trying to do all this math in my head, but yeah, just it's such a colossal waste of crystals. Just flushing crystals. I hate it. It's 1/3 drop rate, so slightly higher, but yeah, it's still a long time. I'm currently farming Chupio and having 5 stars after 2 months. He's going faster than Bosk. I was talking also about Gideon on the new series. It's easy to get a character in a deeper mission farm to unlock the node, or should you just farm something earlier at Darth Loquitur? Is it easy to get a character in a deeper mission farm to unlock the node, or should you just farm something earlier? I don't understand the question, Nabokov. You're gonna have to put it in smaller words or something here. So Gideon is on Cantina. Y'all should know by now that I'm a huge fan of the Cantina. You can do work out of the Cantina, and I just farmed him off Gideon out of the Cantina. And you guys know that the crystals I get, any extra crystals, go into Cantina farming so that I can have my Cantina characters and always bank signal data. Look at this. I've got 118 here. We've got 86 signal data there, probably 108. Yeah, 115. I like to keep 115, 115, 75. That is enough to relic 7 a character. So I've got that in the bank all the time, and these Cantina refreshes make the game easy. This is what puts you ahead of other players. And so the Moff Gideon comes from here. And the fact that you can get him out of the cantina, even as a single drop, it's good. It would take you the same time to farm him as it does get to tie Silencer. They're both 10 energy, and the Silencer is a single drop. So it's fast. I mean, if you dedicate effort to this, it's doing 3 refreshes a day, 9 days, something like that. Takes you to farm something. It's crazy. It goes fast. It's crazy fast. Cantina is where it's at. Cantina characters are free characters. Free-to-play characters. So John says, isn't that what crystals are supposed to do in the game? So I hope you understand that what I'm saying is that refreshing those nodes doesn't get you anything for your crystals. Refreshing Cantina energy gets you something for your crystals. Yeah, it gets you something. The only thing refreshing a node gets you is it saves you time. It gets you Piett sooner. But I would rather have Piett later and 3,000 crystals in the bank. But to say that a refresh does nothing is not true. It does the same thing as buying gear out of the shipments. It saves time. It doesn't. It doesn't save time. So this is an argument that I've had with other people. So somebody will say, look, I'm trying to build a team. So I'm going to pick the 2 characters that I need. So let's say we're doing Kylo and we've already got some characters farmed and we're down to the point where we're looking for the Stormtrooper and Hux. Okay? So you say, look, I'm doing Hux and I'm doing the Stormtrooper. And I'm doing them twice every day. I'm doing them 3 times every day. I'm refreshing these nodes. I'm getting these characters fast. We're going to go fast. We're going to get these guys into the account fast. Well, then you get done with that, and you realize that you still need ships. So you got to go to this node and get this ship. And now you're doing the same thing over there. You're force farming this ship. So the whole time, and let's say you're force farming it 3 times a day. So you're doing 6 hard nodes with a bunch of forced refreshes. And then when those characters are done, you go into the next thing that you want. And you do the same thing with forced farmed. If you had enough foresight to just do 6 things for longer, at the end of that period of time, you would have exactly the same amount of shards that you would have had. At the end of that time, exactly the same amount of shards, except all the refreshes that you spent on crystals, you wouldn't have spent. In that sense, it does nothing. Really. Really, it does nothing. Yep. There are very, very few instances in the game where getting a character sooner is actually going to pay you back anything. Early game Vulture Droid for fleet dominance is one of those things. It will pay back so many crystals that it's worth doing. Houndstooth, early game, fleet dominance, worth the force farming if you're going to do Houndstooth instead of the Vulture Droid, for example. But that's it. There's nothing in the game that's worth force feeding it and getting ahead just for completing an event once a month. It's never going to be worth it. It's never going to pay back. Nabokov says someone translate. I don't know how to reword it. That's true, but again, buying gear and data with crystals isn't the best move. I'm no expert, but it's easier to just farm them with energy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've done a couple things from time to time with crystal math, and I keep trying to show people that energy refreshes are always going to be more effective. Always. Nabokov, Griff says also not quite sure how to translate that. Okay, at least I'm not the only one. Joey says, I'll translate. Nabokov is talking about nodes that unlock later, like Bosk node at 85. Okay. So I still don't get the question then. it's easy to get a character in a deeper mission farm to unlock the node? Or should you just farm something earlier? So for me personally, there was never a moment in this account where I was struggling too hard to get the nodes. So like when I got to the Bosk node, for example, it was a minute before I could 3-star it. Like I didn't 3-star it right away. So there was probably a week period of time where I had to manually run this node until I finally got lucky and 3-starred it. But you can always cheese these battles, right? Everybody knows you can cheese these battles. I hope everybody knows you can cheese these battles. Let's show some battle cheese just to make sure that everybody knows how to cheese these battles. Okay, characters. Let's see. Who can we pick that we want to farm Piett? Let's go to the Piett node. We already farmed Piett. Not paying attention. Let's go to Django. The Django. So if you can't do this node, like I struggle with this node, I can't do the Django node, I haven't ever 3-starred it. All you got to do is get you some big friends, right? You come in here, you do a battle. You pick this big friend with a Padme that's at 6 stars, right? And then you just take, your one Galactic Republic guy that you've got that can stay alive. Who cares? Let's put in Kenobi. And this could be a 5s, it could be anybody. And then you just go in here, and all you have to do is your one character has to stay alive. And you let your big friend do all the work. And this is how I unlocked and got a lot of these nodes to 3 stars. All I had to do was get my 5s beefy enough to do this. And we're going to 3-star it. Shouldn't be any problem to 3-star it. Oh no. And I mean, this is a bit beefy of a. Maybe I should have just used my 5s. That might have been a better example for this. But come on, cheese. Here we go. All right, cheese achieved. 1, 2, 3 stars. Done. Never have to play that node again for the rest of my natural life. We're done with that node. That node's done. Cheesed. So just go on to our Discord and invite some of these guys like, Griff and Arva and some of the better players that we've got over there. Just ask around, share ally codes. And, we've all got big characters primed up on this stuff. I've got the ALEURA account, using Supreme Leader Kylo Ren on the dark side so that people can mess around with him when they pull me as an ally. And, that's fun. Also, for anybody who doesn't know, when you do pull an ally, the last character that you used as a leader. So if I picked Kenobi as a leader, from now on, when people use Loquitur, Kenobi is going to be who they can pick. So it's the last character that you used as a leader on a light side battle. So this person used an Anakin over here as a lead, just to put it up here. Now all the people that have him as an ally get to use Anakin as their freebie character. So that's how you unlock and 3-star nodes. Now, you can't do that in Fleet. And again, that's why we put so much effort on Fleet, because if you're going Revan, you want to get to this Bindo node, and you can get there. I think I had him unlocked pretty early. Where you get stuck on Fleet, 5E. This is where you get stuck on Fleet. And you just sit there until you either get enough damage in your fleet to get through it, or you get a big enough tank to hold up. And when one of those things happens, you can pass the node, and then you just come back to it someday and 3-star it. Hope that helps somebody. Jacob says, too bad you can't cheese fleet battles. Yeah, exactly. He's asking, should you go after earlier characters to help you unlock later nodes, I think. If I didn't force farm the Vulture Droid, there's no way you'd get to top. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The Vulture Droid is an example of when it's good to force farm. So force farming important characters like Piett is important too. But again, that's what I love about this game. I have my opinion. I have my opinion. Everybody else can have their opinion. And it's really hard to say that there's a right answer and a wrong answer because I'm successful doing it one way and other people are successful doing it another way. But yeah, it makes me sick to click that button, right? Like if you said force farming Piett is a good thing to do, I know it's a good thing to do. I would love to have a 7-star Piett and be able to do that assault battle and get to the next level and all that stuff. But clicking this I'm allergic to clicking this button. I just hate it. And you don't have to do what I do. You don't have to take my advice. But yeah, that's my opinion on it is very strong. Unless there's a direct, clear, understood advantage to doing it that way, like there is with the Vulture Droid, not going to do it. Not going to recommend it either. And I tell you, if you interviewed 100 high-level players on how they farm, probably 60% of them or more would say that they force farm just like that. When they decide they want a character, they just go after that character and force farm it as fast as they can. I think most people, the majority of people, probably do it that way. I can't stand to do it that way. I would rather farm 11 different hard nodes than refresh one hard node at all. So Slide, somebody's talking to Slide. This is so much easier the second time around. Yeah, because you can get friends from your main. That's right. Slide, you should be able to beat Hyperdrive bundle players in no time. Absolutely. The Hyperdrive bundle players get an advantage because they get ships. But if you build a Geo fleet, you'll fly past anybody who's trying to build a Rebel fleet or a bounty hunter fleet or anything that you get in that initial Hyperdrive bundle pack. If that's what you try to build, the Geos are just going to raffle stomp it. Just going to make a joke out of it. Like over here in Fleet Arena, if I go up against this team right here, I can beat it with my Geos. You know, if I go up against this team right here, I can't beat that team at all. Once he got the Malevolence up here, I can't beat it. Can't beat it at all. I can't beat this fleet. Yet. Once I get all my ships to 7 stars, I'll probably be able to take him out 5-star versus 5-star. But yeah, this player is doing what we recommend. Exactly. Built the Malevolence, built these 3 ships, built the Hyena Bomber, and this fleet is ridiculous. Unless a Hyperdrive player is doing this, you'll just roll them. You'll roll through them. But remember, I've still got the guys who did do the Rebel fleets to a ridiculous level. We've got 2 of them on our server. 2 of them that did these full relic level home 1, full relic level Rebel fleets. This guy, and then there's this guy. And he's got the Biston and look at this. Biston and Scarif. Relic level garbage characters, but man, that fleet. Yeah, these people know what a commitment to fleet means, right? Just take over fleet and get your 400 crystals every day. 400 crystals a day, 2,800 crystals a week, $20 worth. You know, that's it. Placing first in fleet, $20 a week, $80 a month, or more. All right, I get distracted talking about fleet. That gives me hope I'm farming the right chips. I'm about 5 days into the fleet shard. Break in soon. Tanktrick says, I spent 3 hours today going through all of my mods. Good progress. Hey, good job, man. Nice. Got to do that every now and then. Don't do what I did when I started playing. I basically ignored fleet until about 6 months in, desperately trying to catch up now. Yep. Swigo Endgames at E Magnet says, I'm doing 5 hard nodes and no forced farming like that. Yeah, that's definitely my preferred method. I'm doing 4 on the Loquitur account, 4 nodes and no forced farming. All right, we've been taking way too long over here. Let's hit up another one of these account reviews real quick. Let's see who we've got over here. We've got Ajunta Pall. Does anyone know Ajunta Pall? Let's see if that's what the name looks like over here. Yeah, there you go, Ajunta Pall. Nice. I like it when the name actually matches with what's in the game. That's cool. All right, hit those like sabers if you haven't already. Let's take a look at this guy's account. 960 in fleet, 1.5 in characters, 2.5 total. 35 in fleet with Tarkin fleet. Kind of a mixed looking Tarkin fleet. Looks like he's just playing the good characters that he has. Full Relic Darth Revan team. Look at this. You, buddy. Number 62. I would, well, I don't know. It depends on how old the account is, but it would seem to me with a team this good, you could probably be over 62. We'll check mods. We'll see what mods look like. All right, we've got, yeah, so that's what he's doing. He's just putting the best ships out with the best capital ship that he's got. Ahsoka, Slave 1, Geos, Spy. So we've got Geos, but not a lot of commitment behind it. They're still, what, Gear 11, Gear 10? Got a TIE Silencer in here somewhere, 5 or 6-star TIE Bomber. This ship, even at 6 stars, is already fabulous. Fabulous ship. Fantastic ship. Yeah, so then he's got the Tarkin Relic. He's got the Executrix at Relic level. Good, maxed out skills. All right. Rebel Y-Wing. That's interesting. Doesn't look like he's pursuing a Rebel fleet, but he's got a Rebel Y-Wing. Maybe he just wanted Grief Karga really bad and farmed Grief Karga. We'll have to see. But he must have a Grief Karga, right? If he's got that, Plo as a reinforcement. Let's see. If we wanted to make some big progress in fleet right away, what would we do? What would we do? I would bring this TIE Silencer and Kylo Ren unmasked way up. Relic. I would bring them up and relic it. And then you got the fleet that I was running for a long time. You know, I've shared that with you guys before. The ship here, put the TIE Silencer in. I would probably put this bomber and use the Houndstooth as a reinforcement. So I would go, 7-star this when you get this to 7-star, and then have a TIE Silencer here at the start of the battle. He'll put on your ability or your target lock to give him taunt. TIE Silencer will just be feeding out damage like a crazy person. He'll wreak havoc on the opposing team, and then you can still use this as a reinforcement. And this comes in as a reinforcement. It's just devastating because the opponent will think that they're doing well, and they'll have your TIE Bomber down to about half life. And then you bring this in and you taunt. And when it comes in, it does something oh, I closed out of it. Yikes. What does it do at level 3? Grants everybody tenacity. Oh, the counter chance is only for bounty hunters. All right, so, I mean, the reinforceability itself isn't that impressive, but that's how I would play the fleet for where you've got it at right now. That's what I would do to try to get better placement in fleet. TIE Silencer. One of the best plug-and-play ships in the game, kind of like Moff Gideon. Just plug it in anywhere, and it's fantastic. All right, so let's take a look at this account. Vader, Revan, Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan, Malak. And that's pretty much the extent of the exceptional characters. We do have Commander Luke down here as well. This is a lot of relics for 2.5 million. This is a lot of relics for 2.5 million. This is good focus on this account. Not a whole lot of wasted space, boys and girls. You know, we got some stuff in the middle. But this is 2.5 well spent, I feel like. So we've got Maul, Tarkin, Krennic, Stark. Clearly we're going for the Sith Eternal Emperor. So, okay, so you got the TIE Bomber to 6 stars going for the Sith Eternal. Do not stop. Take it all the way to 7. Do not stop at 6 stars with that bomber. Finish it out. Finish what you started. For sure. Yeah, got Bindo. Another account where all of these characters are partially reliced. You guys know I don't like doing this. Don't lock down your gear, because if you have this gear, but then later on you got a character like, you know, you decided you're going for C and you still have a couple characters to relic, right? Who am I looking for? Is that everybody? Is that everybody for C? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I feel like we're missing somebody. 12, Anakin. But anyway, if you decide later that you want to relic somebody else and you don't have the gear locked down, then you're good to go. But if it's locked in place like this, you're stuck. I don't like doing that. It makes the character a tiny bit better, but I would rather float my gear and be able to use it on whoever I wanted to. Now, it looks like he's got the unlock underway. Right? That's everything. He's got the unlock for C underway. This is a good account, guys. Wow, this is nice. Revans, took our time, you know, built a Vader, built some good stuff, got the Trooper team going, you know, got the CLS team going, and then went into Sith Eternal Emperor. This is a good account. I like what he's done. Got the Padme. So he's doing a Padme team, but not with an aggressive Padme. He's got Kenobi. Well done. Well done. We like this. Not too much bad to say here. All right, let's start checking mods. Oh man, we get some super chats. I better go over and see what chat's doing over here. All right, Omega S. Hello, how are you today, good sir? I'm sorry to bother you, but could you give your opinion on how to fix my account? Because I feel I ruined it and I don't know what to do. I do buy crystals sometimes. Oh man, and then another follow-up super chat. All right, well, if you're going to give me super chats like that, you know, I feel obligated to at least take a look and give you some help. Let me finish up what I'm doing here, then we'll look at your account, and then we'll do the second Grand Arena stuff. Let me try to copy this out of here. And let's see. Let's see if you did ruin your account or not. Everything is salvageable. Everything is salvageable. It's just a matter of whether it's going to take so much time that you'd rather restart. I think that's what it turns out to. All right, his account's at 1.3 million, so definitely whatever's going on can be saved. All right, so speed on this Darth Revan, 336. That's good. Stout. Got some offense, crit damage, speed, and more speed. It's good, solid mods. Bastila, 303. 315. Nice. Nice. Good potency. Must have potency on the cross. Yay. And, you know, 50% more potency or whatever from the skill. That's a well done Bastila Sean. Dooku, 310. I don't feel like Dooku's worth wasting mods this good on, but, you know, hey, 310 Dooku, that's nice. Malak, look at this. Look at this Malak. 306. Phew. Once you start getting into higher levels of Grand Arena, one thing that you may find to be an advantage, if you're using this team on defense, you might want to look into the whole Bastila first, Malik second, Darth Revan third. There's quite a few players now that are recommending that as the turn order for a Darth Revan defense, because it makes it harder to beat with Padme and makes it very hard to beat with Vader. Vader kind of relies on Darth Revan going ahead and taking a turn, Bastila taking a turn, putting debuffs everywhere. Thrawn actually gives advantages for that. You soak that all up, you get an extra turn, and then you come in with Vader and start cutting things apart. But with first, second, third, Vader is a no-go against that team. Yeah, because Bastila will go, Malik will go, then Vader will go, and then Darth Revan will fear everything, and they're just done. They're just done because they can't kill Revan with that first merciless massacre, and Revan will come back and kill them all. Yeah, don't know if I'm explaining that in the right way, but it's something it's worth looking into, and there's videos on there that are out there. So, watch those videos and draw your own conclusion on whether or not that's the right thing for you to do. All right, 303 speed here, good crit damage, decent offense. So yeah, I like using him as an early game damage dealer. Got a little health there, crit damage, got some offense substats going on. Lots of speed. I don't even know why I'm doing an account review on this guy. Do what you're doing. Build armorer. Where's your armorer at? Armorer. This is unacceptable. If you're this close to unlocking Sith Eternal Emperor, this character has to be relicked soon after. I had her at 7 stars and was working on her relic and had about a 3 or 4 week gap before I finally relicked her, and it sucked. It was not fun. Having her relicked makes this Sith Eternal Emperor team do what it does better. Do we have Watt? I mean, Watt is good, and I know Arnold puts out videos where Sith Eternal and Watt kill everything, but it's also with ridiculous mods and pre-planned and whatever. But I found the armor to be incredibly effective with Sith Eternal. So there's your advice: fix your fleet by finishing out this TIE bomber and building the TIE silencer. Even though it doesn't look like it's going to fit with what you're doing, build that TIE silencer. I'm guessing you're going for malevolence because you've got these ships all underway. But you're not going to regret building this TIE silencer. So build the TIE silencer for your fleet as it is right now. Build the armorer to go with your C. It's more important than any other character you would build to go with the Eternal Emperor. That's my advice. Otherwise, we don't need to be doing an account review on this account. This account needs to be doing reviews on other people. Better off than my account. Well done. Well done. Good mods. No reason to flash grandma mod, which is saying something. All right. So Tiresias says, talking to Omega. Smart choice, Omega. Everyone knows Darth Loquitur advice is superior to 2,800 crystals. Nice. Thank you, Joey. That's a big compliment. I appreciate that, man. Omega, your account's barely off the ground. You can't go wrong with an R7 Vader. I get a lot done with an R6 Dooku. He can beat any non-meta team out there. Nice. R6 Dooku is insanely good. Man, my Dooku is so squishy. He just dies all the time, no matter how I've modded him. I've tried to put like my best mods on Dooku and made him like 316 speed, and he just runs in there and gets killed. Like I cannot keep him alive. All right. So let's go over and take a look at this friendly gentleman that gave me a bunch of super chats. Let's go take a look at this account. Well, why not? Why not? All right, stats in the account, 488 in ships, 832 in characters. That feels like not enough ships for 832,000 galactic power, but it's not bad. I mean, at 900, we'd be looking for 600. So, you know, if you put on 100 each, it'll be roughly where I like to see it. So, yeah, we're a little behind on ships, but it doesn't look horrible. 56 in fleet, 76 in arena. So let's take a look at your inventory here. We're working on the Hound's Tooth, but Bosk is pretty far behind. So to have a Hound's Tooth at this many stars and a Bosk at gear, what is that, gear 9 or 10? Is that 10? Is that gear 10? I forget sometimes. Yeah, I think that's gear 10. That's not bad. That's not bad. Gear 10's okay. But we need to get this Bosk up to gear 12 as soon as we can. We got the silencer, Biggs. Yeah, the only problem I see with your fleet is that you've committed quite a bit to stars. Okay, we've got hyperdrive bundle going on. Okay, so we've got hyperdrive. We built up wedge. Biggs and wedge. So we started trying to build. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. It's not horrible. It's not lost. This home one with your rebel fleet, what we're going to do is we're going to quit working on that. We're going to stop working on your rebel fleet. And we're just going to use that as your defensive fleet in Grand Arena. So you need 2 fleets anyway, and we can put together a better fleet than the rebel fleet for your main fleet. I think it's more effective. And it's not because the rebel fleet is bad, it's just because I don't want you working on rebel pilots. Well, let's go through a couple options. We can go through a couple options because I see that you have Biggs Wedge and also Cassian's U-Wing maxed out. I don't know, maybe. I hate recommending the rebel fleet because early game, it sucks working on the pilots. There's a lot of pilots that are mediocre characters. Unless you want to build a Mon Mothma team and put them there, it's hard. It's hard to recommend that. Okay, but you have started working on the ETA. That doesn't come with hyperdrive bundle, right? So you've been farming the ETA. Got Clone Sergeant. Okay. All right, so let's go see what we got in characters. Vader and Palpatine. Psh, nothing wrong with that. Looking good. So Piett. Well, whatever he did, he has 7-star Piett. Grand Admiral Thrawn. Bastila Fallen. So basically what you've done is you've come in here, you've bought the hyperdrive bundle, and then you just focused on this Empire team, pretty much. Built up your Phoenix, brought in the mainly just the Empire team. Okay. So what are we using in squad then? We're using Piett. Yeah, this is a good squad arena team. That's rock solid. Yeah. Oh, that account's not messed up. You're doing fine. You're more focused than I would want. You know, I love a focused account, but this is too focused. I mean, all we've done is built Phoenix into Thrawn and then basically built an arena team. So what I would say, what I'm going to recommend for fleet is to use my beginner's guide. Legitimately, literally, follow the beginner's guide. Go back and build the geos. For an account like this, the geos are going to build up for you fast. 2 of them are Cantina farms. Sunfat comes out of the Fleet Arena store. Just build your geos. Build the 3 geos. Absolutely. Leave this rebel team alone. Just pass it up with the geos. You've already worked on Tarkin, which is excellent. Work on this Executrix capital ship. You know, get that going for your geo fleet. Build geos. Farm the heck out of this vulture droid. Remember, I said the only thing I felt like was worth force farming is this ship. Force farm this ship. Get this Discord missile to level 8 as soon as you can. And make a geo fleet. You'll fly past all those other guys. And the geos are a team you'll want. The accounts, like I said, it's got too few teams. So you're going to build the geos. That'll get you Padme. You can start working on Anakin and Ahsoka. You've worked on Anakin. This account's in great shape. You're doing great. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Yeah, we've 7-starred a lot of characters. So I'm assuming that you either spent money or currency or somehow, you know, bought packs or something to get these stars. So that money could have been better spent on refreshes and things. But no, this account's no problem. Build the geos, build into Padme, start preparing your Padme team. Build up from here. It's good. You'll be fine. You'll be fine with this account. All right, let's go catch up on chat. Don't worry, it doesn't look like you have many defensive teams yet. Yeah, exactly. It's very focused. I'd like to build geos as the best. Yeah. Okay, so Jeremy, you came to the same conclusion I did. I got some shards for the geos right now. Good. Yeah, so if you've already started, Geo Brood Alpha is the critical character for that squad. Yeah, Jeremy, but I mean, what he needs more than anything right now is fleet. So I would definitely 7-star the spy and the soldier. Just unlock the Brood Alpha, get it to 4 stars, 5 stars, put a Zeta on it. That's all you need to do to make the Geo team somewhat functional. So just get it limping along, you know, open up the Poggle. But then, you know, build those 3 pilots. Really focus the effort on the Sunfac, Soldier, Spy. Build their ships all the way out to 7 stars. Get that Vulture droid to 7 stars. And you're good to go. You'll take over the fleet. He's rushing C. So, I was going for a Rebel fleet. Yeah, Omega, my advice is, I don't know if you know what the sunk cost fallacy is, but in business there's this idea that I've already put a bunch of money into it, just a little more money and I'll be able to make good on it, just a little more money I'll be able to make good on it, just, you know. And the truth is, you're better when you understand that you're riding a dead horse. The best course of action is to dismount the rebel horse. It's not because you don't want a rebel fleet. The rebel fleet is good. You just don't want this garbage, right? Imagine that you build him up, put mods on him, and make him good because you want your fleet to be good. He's a garbage character. Trash tier, F tier character. Same with Wedge. Wedge can actually be used as a rebel leader, so he's a, you know, C tier character. He's actually decent. He's not a horrible investment. But you know, the Rogue One characters, C tier characters. And when you're low galactic power, you don't want to be building garbage characters. Darth Vader, A tier. Palpatine, A tier. Piett, A tier. Admiral Thrawn, boom. This top row, straight A's. Straight A's on your top row, man. Those are the characters that you want to be building. And that's the problem with the Rebel fleet. It's a good fleet. It's so good. But the characters are just trash early game. Build the Geos. The Geos are good early game. They're good in territory battles. They're a good fleet. They're going to be a good investment for you that'll pay back. Abandon the Rebel fleet. But since you need 2 fleets for Grand Arena, it's not bad that you built it. So you don't ever have to go back and regret it and say, oh, I should have never built these Rebels. And don't do that. That's not helping. Your Rebel fleet is just going to become your defensive fleet in Grand Arena. And then by the time you build your Geos, you're actually going to be in much better spot because you'll have a good offensive fleet and also a good defense. Thinking about taking Jedi Knight Anakin to Relic 8. Any thoughts? Super chat for $2. JKA, Jedi Knight Anakin to Relic 8. Any thoughts? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. So, Jedi Knight Anakin does what he does, and he's a incredibly damaging character. Now, if you're early game and you're like 1.6 million galactic power and your Padme team is your team and that's all you've got and it's all you use, then, maybe it makes sense to Relic Jedi Knight Anakin, but I would not. I would not. The reason to Relic 8 a character, you really have to pay attention to what the character's kits do. So let's look at the characters that I Relic 8'd. If you look at Kylo Ren Unmasked, the amount of additional health, armor that he gets there, armor that he gets here, armor that he gets here, protection that he gets here. His whole job is to tank. Everything about Relic 8 is taking what he already does well and putting it over the top, through the roof. More stats, more stats, more stats to make him a good tank. And it's really changed the way that my SLKR arena team plays, having this guy at Relic 8. It's a huge difference. Vader is another one. Small increments in Vader's damage. If you can take this from 8,000 to 9,000, it changes what you can do with Vader. So putting a Relic 8 on, oh man, look at this. I could click the button. It's ready to go. It's ready to go. Look at this. He's getting health damage, physical damage. He's getting 230 physical damage out of here. He's getting more crit chance, right? Vader doesn't have that great of a crit chance. He's getting more. And then he gets more damage down here. He gets another 400 damage out of here. So if you look at this, it's 400 damage here, 200 damage here, 600 more damage on top of what he's got. So I'm like fighting to get to 9,000 damage, and you click that button, boom, 9,100. Done. So characters like this, it makes a massive difference in how the character plays. Enfys Nest, her problem is she does what she does, but occasionally, very occasionally, she can time out because she just doesn't get enough damage to go through a Padme team, for example. Here we get more physical damage. Here we get more physical damage. Here we get more critical damage. So just with the Relic 8 here, it's not about the health and armor and whatever other stats you might get. It's just about she gets like 20% more damage. It was really crazy how much more damage Nest got. So it's a game changer putting her at Relic 8 because now, ever since I did that, she never times out. I've never timed out with Nest. You guys have seen me do 5v5s with Nest with like 2 minutes left on the clock. And it used to be that it would get down to like, 4 seconds or some ridiculous thing. And it's a long answer. It's a long answer. But I definitely would wait and find a better candidate than Jedi Knight Anakin. I think he's fine at Relic 7. And it doesn't help his ship that much. Man, you're trashing Biggs a lot for someone who just dropped a battle to him. Yep, that's true. I did drop a battle to the rebels. You aren't getting Relic 8 mats at 1.7. You can buy them. You can buy them, Joey. You can just go to the shop and buy them. I don't know what people have done. There's characters. I've seen a Relic 8 at like 1.2 million galactic power when I was scouting in some of the low-level arenas. And that's just somebody who's on their alt account. Their alt joins their main guild. Their main guild's doing Rancor. It doesn't matter what galactic power you are. If your main account's 6.5 million and you're in that guild and you bring your alt along, you have Relic 8. Oh man, I got another super chat from Omega. Again, should I use Hound's Tooth with the Rebels or Geos? I tend to prefer to spend money on my favorite YouTubers rather than any game I play. Well, that's awesome, Omega. I think I do appreciate it. It helps me a lot. I would use the Houndstooth with your main fleet. Once you've got the geos built, let's see. If you build the geos, then I would use the Houndstooth with your rebel fleet. You could bring it in as a reinforcement even with the geo team. That's fine too. If you build into Malevolence, using the Houndstooth and a Malevolence is fine. Malevolence just wants to put tanky stuff in play and use a bunch of extra vulture droids and kill everything. So the Houndstooth is flexible. It can go anywhere. So use it as a reinforcement for your main fleet in Arena. In Grand Arena, I would probably put it with the Rebels on defense. Yep, that's probably what I would do. Yep. And, I mean, Geos plus Plo is good enough on fleet offense. That's what I win with a lot. Omega S Houndstooth with Geos if they're weak and you need a tank. Yeah, I mean, when your Geos are still small, you can use the Houndstooth and then call Spy in as a reinforcement. That works fine while you're building your Geos. All right, we got to get into this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. You want to talk about when you want to spend money. Do you know how tempting it is to click these buttons right now? I showed you guys the Relic 8 materials. This is where the Relic 8 materials are going. Guys, we're going straight for a Relic 8 Dark Trooper. We're going to try to get a Relic 8 Dark Trooper, and I'm going to try to figure out a strategy to make Imperial Troopers my counter to Darth Revan. Because I think this trooper right here, with the fact that he cannot crit, I'm going to use that to kill Malak without getting feared. I think he's the key to me beating Darth Revan teams and being able to put a whooping down on Malak. I put on some decent offense mods to get him started. We got offense here. Crit damage. I couldn't find an offense mod with offense. We had crit chance. Here's an offense mod with offense. Let's change that right now because I don't want the offense here. Let's just sort. Sorry, I gotta fix this. I gotta fix this right now while I'm looking at it. I can't let that stand. We just want the offense. Just want the offense. So we'll get this guy pumped up sky high on offense, maybe even remod him for better offense depending on how things go. And we're just going to go in there and we're going to non-crit punch Malak for like billions of damage. And because he hits 4 times in a row, if we do the mass assist with Veers, Malak stops at each one of these damage levels. But if he gets called in as the last assist and Malak is on a damage level, it should go 2 punches through the next damage level, 2 punches through the next damage level, and he's dead. We're going to get that to work. We're going to get that to work. Go to the shop, Darth Loquitur. Why am I going to the shop? Why am I going to the shop? Why are you yelling at me, Nabokov? Go to the shop? Oh, you mean like the store? This store? Oh, is there something in here that's going to... Oh, look at this. Look at this. 20 or 50 shock prod with a 50% chance for either result, 690. Is that a good deal? So if you get the 25, what is that? 700 divided by 25 is 7 divided by 4. Oh boy, I'm not that good at math. What, 175? 17.5? That is a good deal. That's a decent deal. Purchase limit 1? That puts these on like a 16 range, and if you get lucky, if you get the 50 of them, it's a good deal. All right, clicking it. So you got to make sure I'm on my main account here. Oh, we got to 50. Look at that. Look at that, boys and girls. Oh, man. Now I'm done for. Now I'm done for. I should have never done that. I should have never done that because now I'm like 25 away. Yikes. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm going to run out of bronzium wiring. That's the thing, right? I'm going to hit this relic and I'm going to run out of bronzium wiring. I don't have nearly enough of this low-level stuff. All right. Let's go visit the scavenger. Sorry to bore you guys to death. You're probably like waiting to see this Grand Arena stuff. Do you want to see me relic this guy? Who wants to see me relic this guy? Nobody. 0 people. Nobody wants to see this. All right. What do we got here? Let's run it down. Just run it down. I can always farm it later. Farm it later. You get 50 of everything. 50 of everything. 303. Done. Convert. Let's do it. Whale. R8 him now. All right. Let's do it. Let's get this. Oh, we still need bronzium wiring. Yeah. I'm always stuck on bronzium wiring, guys. Just run it down. Run it down. Run it down. Don't care. We can farm it later. We'll do this again. I always run out of these things and have to go farm them after I do this. All right, 125. Is that enough? That puts us at 235. I don't know what it is for Relic 8. I don't have all the numbers memorized. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Whale harder. 1,400 crystals I blew on this, guys. Are you sure you want to upgrade? Never been more sure. Never been more certain. Don't know if it'll later be a regret, but I'm certain right now. 45 out of 30 bronzium wiring. I'm going to run out of bronzium wiring again. Come on, game. Hey. 15 more of these. I just put more stuff into the grinder. What do we got? What do we got? Kill it. We need 15 of these, huh? I don't even know. Just do it. Get in there. Grind it up. Grind it up. Can I do it? Can I click the button? I don't know. So, yeah, whatever. Come on. Get in there. Test at Relic 7, then go Relic 8. Too late. Too late. All right, we got to fix this, though. Get up there. Oh, good. Flat offense. Get more offense. More offense. More. 6 dot and a speed and a mod with no speed. And this one's got 3 speed. Don't care. 6 dots. Get it. Did I put an offense arrow on him? No, I put a speed arrow on him. What's the chances that we've got... We've got to have an arrow with offense on it somewhere, right? Let's arrange by offense percent and look at arrows. Here's an offense with an offense. All right. Here's a health mod with health. Blue. All right. So we just got offense mods with offense. We'll leave the speed on him. I think I might need the speed for the trooper team so that he goes ahead of the other characters, because I want him to go ahead of Veers. So he needs to go ahead of Veers. I'll need to leave the speed arrow on him. Where'd that get him to? Damage, 95.89. Is that right? 95.89. Good. This one needs to be sliced as well. Offense. All right. Whaled. Dark Trooper has been whaled. 97.66. All right. GAC time, baby. All right. Good. Let's get in here. We can have some fun with him next Grand Arena. All right. Last was a auto deploy, and he didn't fight. So there's no reason in going back and looking at that. All right. So my opponent this time is a fallen guy, 74. 2 million in ships, 2.7. I got more galactic power than him. So it's nice to be fighting again where people have the same galactic power. 16 in fleets, 26 in arena. Typical stuff you'd expect to see here. We got the Negotiator and the Malevolence both at 7 stars, which is better than what I got. The Endurance also with a Relic Mace. So this account, it looks like, is going for the Kenobi. Pilotless ships all over the place. Good stuff here. Rebel Fleet, Galactic Republic Fleet, Houndstooth, Relic. So, pretty good looking fleets. Jedi Master Luke. General Luke Skywalker. Jedi Training Rey. Jedi Knight Luke. Lots of stuff here. Revens. CLS. Wat Tambor at Relic 7. Stuff here in the middle. Where's the LSUFUTRey? Yeah, there she is. So, I mean, if you've got a Relic 3 LSUFUTRey, then you're pretty much going for that Kenobi. So he's building the requirements as they come out. As soon as that Kenobi drops, he'll be getting him some Kenobi. That's cool. I respect that. Relics for days. So when I see this Jedi Master Luke, there's one thing that this tells me right away. So you guys have seen how I place my defenses. A lot of people know how I play. When I see this Jedi Master Luke in the opponent's account, what fundamental thing do I have to change about my defense? What changes? What changes about my defense as soon as I see this character in the opponent's roster? What do y'all think? No SLKR. Joey, you're a genius. SLKR on attack, no SLKR on defense. Yeah, you guys got it. The SLKR on defense becomes like almost a free win for that Jedi Knight Luke. It's not something that you can afford to give away. So on one hand, it guarantees you that if you do that, you know exactly where that Luke is going to be used. And it's done. It's out. But I hate to give away a Galactic Legend against a team like that. So, yeah, save C on offense. Nothing else changes. Well, so, yeah. Is JML's Relic an ice cream sandwich? So what it means to me is that I have to try to put up a front wall defense that's going to challenge the opponent. So what I did here is I put up 3 defenses that I think are good enough that he's going to have to pull good teams. So in order to beat all 3 of these teams, I'm hoping that this team here, this Revan team, is going to pull that JML. So I think maybe he sees this and he goes, all right, we're just going to make this easy. Boom, take in the JML and deal with that. And if I can get the JML weeded out in this front zone, then, I mean, the back zone doesn't have anything that's challenging, right? But what I've done is I've just built a bunch of these teams with one relic, you know, a couple garbage characters, but relic, some garbage characters, but relic with this, you know, Maul lead with the, you know, guard and the, this guy can be deceptively hard to kill. And I've actually got him set up tanky. So he's set up with a bunch of defense. And if the opponent's not watching out for it, and they bring in somebody who gains turn meter or attacks out of turn, this guy will just live forever. And every time he takes a turn, he'll get extra turns. He'll get back to full life. So I've got him kind of tanky so that he might surprise people. But yeah, it's just team after team after team where you've got to have something to beat it. And we're just going to try to run him out. I'm just going to try to run him out. Relic on every single team that I put on defense. And the hope is that at some point it just runs through his roster and he's got nothing left. That's what we're hoping for. So on his defense, he put down the same thing that I did. You know, relic in a team, a couple relics in a team. This, we know what to do here. We get a freebie here. Thank goodness. Here with the Wampa, makes you at least take it seriously. And then he did the same thing over here too. He just put 3 really good teams here. This I can trooper. This I've got a probably Padme. You know, so he just put good stuff here that's going to make me bleed out good teams getting to the back wall. I may SLKR. How many people know the matchup? Is SLKR good against this Grievous? It'll be a low banner win, but is it a sure thing? I don't think Grievous can kill SLKR. But maybe the best thing to do is just to come in here and strong arm it. If the Padme team fails or, you know, anything there doesn't work, then I've got a backup plan. I can come in and finish those boys off. Should be 56. How good is a 5-star Vulture droid with Tarkin geos? 5-star Vulture droid as a reinforcement works just fine. You want to get it to 7 stars so you can use it as one of your starting ships, but in any case, 5 stars, you can still get the Discord missile maxed, and it's a fantastic ship. So I think we just sort this out and then move on to the back wall. I think, let's look at her speed. Oh, she's not set for speed. 240. Let's see how fast he is. He's not set for speed either. 265. So I think we just trooper this. Let's see what kind of troopers we want to use here. Probably want to use Gideon. Probably want to use Gideon instead of Piett. So we do this, but we drop Piett and we use Gideon. So we can drain her turn meter. And then I think this is just a slam dunk. Yeah? Are we happy with that? I hope we're happy with that because I'm going in. We're going in, boys. Hit those like sabers if you haven't already. The troopers always work better with more likes. So we're looking like we're in good shape, but a few more wouldn't hurt anything. All right, let's just go for the kill on this BB-8 right away. Get him out of here. Then let's go ahead and cut the armor off of this droid. We'll power up. Then we'll drop a mass assist on the droid. And then just start picking away at this Rey. What's her name now? JTUFMU unaligned force user Rey? Is that what it is now? Something like that? Mufu? Like Juji Mufu? Don't know. Somebody has to have come up with a clever name by now for an unaligned force user. All right, let's take the Padme team in here against this Grievous. She's LSUFU, light side unaligned force user, LSUFU. All right. I think this works against Grievous. Let's kick this super battle droid. That is a beefy super battle droid. Beast mode. All right, get in there. All right, power up. SWAT down. Get that off and get retaliation up. Quit healing. Yuck. So annoying. All right, kick him down. Let's just keep hitting him. He's got the healing immunity on him now, so that's something we like. All right, that should do it. It didn't do it. That did not do it. Garbage. Come on. All right, now we got to get some health back on this Anakin pretty soon, or we're going to end up dying. Let's just... No, he can't get it because he's got the buff immunity on. We're going to do this on Grievous because I don't want to kill that little guy yet. Okay, now we're good. Now we can kill the battle droid without fearing too much. Let's see. This will kill him, then I'll take the attack. And then we can kick Grievous in the head. And this battle should be approaching over. Let's stall, see if we can get another heal. Here's the heal. See if we can finish him. All right, 51 banners. Grievous is always a banner stealing monster. Banner taker. Taker of banners. Now, I didn't see anything over here that was so threatening that I needed to save Triumvirate. And I've still got my bounty hunters back. So I feel like, just to be safe here, because this team is nasty. This team can do a lot. I mean, the Gear 12 Boba is good. It's good for me. But I feel like we're just going to Triumvirate this to stay safe. Stay safe. All right. On fire already. Let's take that away from him. Get rid of some of these buffs. Isolate this Bosk. Make it harder for him to get frenzy turns here in the future. Then we're going to get rid of this Boba because he's not relicked. And it should be easier to get rid of him than a Jango. We don't care about your ability block. We're going to get rid of it anyway. Contract is off already. Held by hatred. All right. There we go. 1 down. 15 to go. Just do that again. Work on this Jango. See you later, Bosk. Bye. Bye. Now we can isolate Jango. So that 1 kill is the end of the battle. And then that should be it. Good. 51 banners. Safe. Now let's see what surprises he has awaiting us on the back wall. Okay, we've got some kind of rebel team here. We've got some kind of crazy clone team with the Shock T, with the clone sergeant. Relic geos and more relic geos. This is the spy. Okay. That's kind of better than I thought he was going to have on his back wall. Don't think it's a problem, though. Don't think it's a problem. This we can nest, right? We've faced something like this before. A nest was just fine. Probably Vader this. I didn't see anywhere else where I needed my Vader. So we can probably just bring Vader in here. Or we can bring in C. I mean, where are we going to use the Sith Eternal? Where does C go? And SLKR. And Kylo Ren masked. We'll take that fight. Get that out of the way. I think I got a bunch of one-man fights on my hand here. Yeah. So I can nest something. I can probably see something solo. I don't really think I even need to bring in Wat Tambor. So I can save Wat Tambor for Vader and do those geos. Wat, Vader, maybe Thrawn in case they get away from me. Don't know. Let's see. Wat, Vader, maybe a tank. Sith Empire Trooper, bring him in with Vader. Use him and Wat. Take out those geos. And then we got this solo that we just did. So we're looking for high banner wins. SLKR can do good work here. So SLKR solo here is a gimme, right? I just roll through this. I could do it here, roll through this. And then I could use bounty hunters here. Let's see what chat's saying. How old are you, Loquitur? You guys are going to have to guess. Guess how old I am. I'm old enough to be old. Not a young person anymore. Mistake number 1, using Boba over Aura. Aura is definitely better with Mando. Aura with Grief and Mando, absolutely. Yeah. Droid under Poggle lead. Can Nest take the geos? Probably. But with Nest, there's always a small chance that if the spy goes after Nest takes her turn, she'll have some debuffs on her. The spy can one-shot a Nest if it's a relic spy like it is. It's like a 4% chance that it happens with the timing of the way the battle works. But if it happens, it happens, and Nest is just dead. So it's not worth the risk of losing Nest on the geos if we've got a sure thing. And I've got so many powerful teams. Like, I think maybe I just bring Sith Eternal in here. Right? We just bring Sith Eternal in. I can link this and this, cut down their damage, drain off all her protection, and I'll just, like, wait for the ult to come up and then demolish them, and I'll lose one banner. Right? So I could use C there. Actually, I could use SLKR right here. But, man, there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff that I could just kill with SLKR. Basically kill anything I want to kill. What's the threat, though? That's the question. What is the threat? I feel like we can just do this with Nest and be done with it, right? Let's just throw Nest in here. Target him. And I think we can full auto this. Uh-oh, Grandma Mod's in the chat. Spilling my secrets, threatening to tell how old I am. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Grandma Mod. Gonna spill the beans on the old Loquitur here. You're old enough to drink? Yeah. Yeah, old enough to drink. Old enough to drink, but I don't. That's even more sad. It looks like I'm going to kill this Rolo by accident. Alright, we got her. Now it's just me against Leia. We got to find out who's the better woman. I'm thinking Nest. I'm thinking Nest takes it. Yep, as predicted. 55 banners. That's good. C can solo this, right? Come on, chat. Give me some feedback. If I take C in against this clone team, are they going to do something crazy and surprise me? Are they going to surprise me somehow? Because I feel like I just linked these two and it's game over. I feel like they can't do anything. Does this guy like have some crazy ability that I don't understand? Is he going to just mow down my C? C can solo it. There's no healing immunity, so you can solo it. Okay. Let's get in there and make use of this guy then. Make use of this guy with some high banner wins. All right, so let's link this with an ARC Trooper. And then we're just waiting, right? Soaking up protection. I don't feel like I need to use that yet. Take a couple turns here real quick. Yeah. Should put him under stealth. I'm gonna get protection back, but okay, I didn't kill him. I was afraid I might kill him there for a second. I'm like, don't want to kill him yet. I guess I could. I mean, I don't have to wait on the ult, right? All right, here we go. Zap. 55 banners. Who will kill geos? Vader. Vader's going to kill him some geos. Or SLKR. I mean, I could just, like, overkill it with SLKR and just destroy them. Or I could do, like, Thrawn, Vader, and a tank, just to be sure that I don't get counterattacked. And then I got Thrawn back to kick the Brood Alpha if things go badly. All right. Let's kill these geos. Let's just get them out of here. Pass this over to Vader because I want him to go first. Merciless Massacre. Do that. And call the spy. Get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here. Yeah, we'll tap him. All right, let's kick him out of here. Oh, he got healed. I thought he wouldn't get healed with Fracture. Oh, I'm thinking Isolate. Nah, it's not Isolate. Okay, my fault. Doesn't work like Isolate. Call him out. Hit him. Shoot him. And he should not have the skill. Oh, he's got the skill up. Oh, he took 2 turns. Dang. Quit taking turns, man. Okay, Merciless Massacre again. Let's hit him. Let's Force Crush here. Call here. Do that. Give him protection up. Should have given it to Vader. Let's see. Do that. Put him on cooldown. Just work on getting turns. Let's see. Come on. Let's get another swap going on here. Get some banners back. Just finish it. 53 banners. Okay. So we've got this to beat yet. We got a lot of teams to beat that. We've got, I mean, this seems like the most threatening team out of what he's got left. We'll just do this. We'll just do this. And that. And that. 55 banners. Okay. And then here we got bounty hunters. Take in the bounty hunters. Taunt up. Stealth. Just do big hit. Stun this droidica. Kill this droidica. Kill this droidica. I said kill the droidica. Now we're stuck. That's naughty. Do not like that. Alright, looks like we're going to have to take that droidica's... Well, no. I mean, we can just poof the droidica. Right? That works. Doesn't matter if he's immune. And that's why I consider Mando an A-tier character. He just does whatever he wants and there's nothing you can do about it. It's sickening. Should be full banners, right? 54. That's good. This is a super easy GAC. It is, but we have to be careful and we have to do as many underdogs as we can, or, you know, full banner wins as we can, because remember, he's still playing. And if he gets more banners than I get, then we're in trouble. So we have to have good, clean wins. Good, clean, high banner wins. All right, so we've got the Wampa there with a garbage team, and then back here we've got something. All right, so this is something. Let's take the Mon Mothma team in against that. We got to kill things with Rebel. Oh, I didn't think about that. We should have done the K2SO. It's not too late. Is it too late? Is there any team that we can beat with K2SO? Just with K2SO. Because we have to use the 3. Yeah, there was maybe this. There was nothing that was good enough that I could just beat it with one character. All right. All right, let's do this. Mon Mothma. Do we want to change the last character to a rebel fighter? Get rid of this Chewie and do another rebel fighter in here so we can get rebel fighter kills. Who we got? We got Pall. We got Gear 12 Pall we can use. But then the damage on this team goes to garbage, so we'll just do it this way. We'll just do it this way and make sure that we have enough damage. Don't want to get caught behind this Sunfac. Alright, blind the HK. LOL, HK. You were blind. You got nothing. Alright. And just do your thing. Good clean wins, 54 banners. Max. Oh, I think I just got leveled up. Leveled up. All right, let's see what we got here. The Wampa. What do we need to kill a Wampa? Let's do an Empire team. We've got Piett. We've got 3 Empire characters, right? Is that a 54 banner win against the Wampa? I think so. I think we're going to take a lot of turns. We don't have an execute, but I think that's good. The other thing we could do is do a clone team. I think this is good. Get in there and wreck these guys. All right. Moff Gideon. Or Moff Tarkin. All right, let's do that. Zappy everybody. Hit that button. Hit that button. Shoot the Wampa. Zap the Wampa. Shocking. All right. Tarkin. Steel turn meter. Come on, get him shocked. Oh, dead. 51. That was rude. That was bad banners right there. Bad banners. All right, what do we got on fleets? Negotiator and Rebel fleet. Interesting. Interesting. This is a pretty tough configuration for my finalizer to beat. Pretty tough. Pretty tough. We're going to bring in a 3rd reinforcement. That's saying something. If I bring in a 3rd reinforcement with my finalizer fleet. Make sure this is the right ship. Yeah, first order tie. That's what I want. In we go. Or do I? Do I want to save the first order tie for the Vader fleet? You know what? Let's bring in something that can tank a few hits in case that's what we need. All right, get in there. Bump, bump, ba-dum, ba-dum. Here we go. Missile on Anakin so we don't get any turn meter. Stun Anakin, and that'll make the ship do the skill that I want. And then we're going to go ahead and stun this Y-wing. And then I'm going to speed up my shuttle. Okay. That's not good. What went wrong with my turn order? Something went wrong. Something went wrong. No, sir, I didn't like it. Because usually I can do this and take off that... This is not going well. This is going very poorly. So we get Anakin locked down, but we didn't get him killed. All right. So we're going to do that first. Then we're going to steal turn meter from here. Hit him. Pass the turn meter over. And then we're just going to do a basic this time because I want to save the big hit. Clear off the buffs. All right. Big hit here, I guess. But now I get the daze on my silencer. And this is bad news, boys. All right, let's see if we can kill that Anakin now. He's hiding out behind everybody. Let's just clear him off. And if he gets the kill on my silencer, then this is done. Who do I need to stun? We'll stun him. No, we won't. All right, bring in Plo. Looks like we're going to be okay. Ish. Now we can stun this 5s. No. Dodged again. All right, we can steal turn meter from Plo. I think this is going to... Yeah, not going to kill him. All right, let's keep working on this guy because every time he gets protection back, he gets taunt. Now the BTL is in the way. Sick. This is sick. All right, get him. And leave him alone so that I can get my missile. I want to get my missile on this 5s. There we go, there we go, there we go. Missile onto 5s. All right, we're back in the game now. We're back in the game. We're no longer losing. We were losing there for a minute. Whether you guys knew it or not, we were losing. Now we're back to winning. All right, let's do that. And by this time, I think we're one-shot in Rex. This should be a one-shot. All right. Then pass over the turn meter. Stun. No stun. All right. We'll take the ult. Bring in this tank. Just do our thing. All right. Get some protection up on him. Big hit. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, this is ugly. All right. No turn meter for us. Let's do that on Ahsoka. I've got the stupid days on. Now I got the days off and I can finish. Whew. That was like a nasty, nasty jigsaw puzzle. Is anybody out there impressed? That's all I want to know. You saw me play that through. You guys impressed? Did I impress anybody? If I impressed one person, I'll be happy. Does Grievous beat this? I don't know. 420,000. That is a yikes. How is KRU hitting so hard? He gets 15% offense every time he gets damaged or damages an opponent with target lock. So over the course of the battle, his damage ramps up to about 300% of normal, and then he's doing 500,000 damage on his hits. So the longer the battle goes on, the more the silencer just can one-shot everything. You know, that's the beauty of that fleet. Grandma Mod, hey, thanks. I'm glad I impress you. For as long as we've been married, if I can still impress you, that's all I can ask for. All right, what are we going to do against this fleet? If we take in, I mean, what we can do, we can play Grievous. But then instead of the normal Grievous lineup that we would run, we can do the TIE Bomber. And we can do... who puts on target lock? Is it Sunfac? Is it Sunfac that puts on target lock? If attacking out of turn, also inflicts target lock. So he can inflict target lock out of turn. And then we put in the hyena bomber. We reinforce with the geos. Does this work, guys? Is this what we need to do? Because this TIE bomber just does silly things to rebels, and then the geo fleet does what the geo fleet does? Yes, LOL, says Nabokov. All right, we got one vote for yes. All right, well, let's get in there. Looks good. Let's get in there and see what we can do. See what we can do. Use TIE bomber as a reinforcement. Ah, too late. Too late. Already pulled it in. All right. Let's stun this guy so that we can wait a minute on his nonsense. All right. So we've got area effect. Offense down. This is a buff cleanse. All right, we'll do this. Get offense down on these guys. Carpet bomb. And then we've got to be careful, right? Because we can't end up putting more debuffs on them. At 3 debuffs, they peel off their own debuffs, right? So I think we do not want to use the buzz droids here. Is that correct? Man, I don't know. I don't remember. I think when they get 3 debuffs, they cleanse. So I feel like I can't risk it. As long as they got the fire on. Okay, so now we can bring in reinforcement. We'll reinforce with the Vulture Droid. Spy or soldier? Let's reinforce with spy. This is spy, right? Call in the spy. All right. Something didn't work like I expected. We'll get it though. Okay. So this guy's only got 1 buff on, so we can do that. And just keep working on him. I'm gonna test it. Yeah. As soon as he got the buzz droids on, he peeled it off. Gosh dang it, that is how it works. All right, he's shooting holes in my droid here. Let's get this off of the TIE bomber. Okay. Picking away. Now we'll just carpet bomb at these guys with buzz droids. I know he'll get rid of his, but that's all right. Best we can do with what we got. All right, that gave me some turn meter. We'll get reinforcements going here. We'll call in our own Vulture droid now with more buzz droids. Oh man, he got rid of those too. Yeah, ability block. Ability block gave... Oh, dang it. All right, kill him. Get him out of here. Carpet bomb. Okay, let's see. Let's get rid of Sabine. Now let's get rid of Cassian. You're looking pretty hopeless there, Han Solo. Your friends have all abandoned you. Except Biston. Biston's still hanging out. Coming in to steal banners from me. Stop it, Biston. Stop stealing my banners. Okay. Let's just do this. Get the alt off. That way we can target him, be done with the Falcon, and then we're good, right? Good from there. Ugly. Ugly, ugly. Okay, so I should have used the TIE Bomber's reinforcement. If you have the second ability up on Hyena, you don't want to hit the target. You want to take a turn and spawn the remaining... Crash? Oh boy, did I get a victory for that or not? It must have registered my victory, right? Oh, please. The scary thing is I still have 2 more fleets. I've still got an Empire fleet, and I've still got a cleanup fleet with the Chimera. I could technically bring in 1 more competent fleet and cleanup fleet. I got a lot of ships. Okay. Grand Arena. Feats. Claim that. Bronzian promotion. All right, let's get in there and take a look at our final score. 2652. 2652. All right. All right. Maybe wasted a couple banners in here, but feels like I optimized just about everything I could optimize. Basically wasted my Galactic Legends because there was nothing worthy of their attention. But I kind of did the same thing to him where he's going to have to use his JML on something that's mediocre. We had the same strategies, me and Fallen. Same thought process. Just going to be a matter of who gets more banners at this point. Just a matter of who gets banners. All right, boys, look at this. We got the red crate coming. We've already got 20 shards of the Ahsoka Tano. So we've optimized our shards here. We're going to get 90 more. All I got to do, 2 more rounds of this with the max reward crate, and I'll have my cat. I'm excited. I can't tell you how excited I am about that. Get that cat going. All right. I got to go punch some Ewoks real quick. Just for funsies. Oh, it's complete. No. All right. Dark Trooper. Get in there. Could we see some Dark Trooper? Got to go, Loquitur. Have a good night. All right, man. See you later. Taking down my Dark Trooper already. Let's see. Who wants this? Let's give this over to Stark. All right. Mass assist on one of these little Ewoks. Get him. All right. Pump up some volume. Here we go. Slow it down. Let's see what we get. Huh. Didn't even kill him. Didn't even kill him. Of course, it is tier 3. Well, what does this do? Does that give me advantage? No, the other one gives me advantage. These Ewoks hit so hard. Dear Lord. Good gravy. Bam. Off goes an Ewok. And then these warriors have like 56 billion hit points. Bam, bam. Get him. All right. Let's give this to Stark again. There's not a conquest up right now, is there? I don't think there's a conquest for me to go mess around in. And I haven't practiced anything for arena, so I don't want to go into squad arena with this yet. All right, let's do this. Unimpressive. Let's taunt with him, or heal up anyway. Down to 2 stacks. I don't have the Zeta on him yet. He's down to 1 stack. He's crippled. He's got advantage, though. Ooh. Yeah, look at that. He used up his advantage. 1 hit. Not too impressive when he's only got 1 hit. That's not bad for tier 3. What else do we have that we could fight, guys? Squad arena. Dark side battles. Cantina. I don't know. I guess we're taking them in squad. Let's bust on in on this Sith Eternal. And let's swap around our trooper team just a little bit and take out Stark and put in Dark. Trade Stark for Dark. Do we have a Zeta? If he has less than 3 stacks, it gains 1 stack. So if he's at 2, he can get back to 3. If he's at 3, he can't get back to 4. But this gives him the ability to restack. I don't know if I need that or not. We'll wait. We'll wait and see how this team plays a little bit before we make that decision. All right, here we go. C is going to link up. Nothing we can do about that. All right. We can't drain here. Give that to Gideon. Mass assist. All right, all right. I didn't see much impressive going on. Let's see what we got. Bam. All right, all right. I'm not impressed. Not impressed yet. Come on, get him down. Get him down, boys. Get him down. All right, we got him. Now we got to get this Gideon. Oh, that looked good. That looked solid. Let's slow this down a little bit so we can see what's happening. All right. Shoot the Vader. Counterattack. Ooh. We're going to have to stop getting counterattacked by Vader. That's not going to go well for us. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's see what happens to this Vader under the Dark Trooper's smashing fist. Melted. That looked good. That looked solid. We like that, right? That Sith Eternal's ready to go off. He's got his ult primed and ready to go. All right, here we go. Getting ramped up. Let's get advantage. That was good damage. All right, put this back over on him. Offense up. Everybody assist. Oh, no, 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 no. I didn't want to win. I didn't want to win. I didn't want to win. Yikes. It's not my time to climb. Okay. Well, I'll have to apologize to that guy if I accidentally knocked him down on payout time. Oops. I did not think that that was going to kill that Sith Eternal Emperor. All right, so the Dark Trooper, as advertised, tons of damage. That's good. I think I still got to work on his mods a little bit, try to get him a little better mods, but too much damage. That was insane damage. Yeah, it was good. That was good. And when he punched Vader, he only punched Vader twice. He had 2 more hits in the tank. He had 4 hits, and he only used 2 of them to kill that Vader. Boom. Done. Oh, Ninja Jedi. I'll apologize to him in here. Oh boy. All right, let's wrap the stream up there for the day. Yeah, it's been a long stream, 3 hours. Good gravy. Long time. I appreciate y'all sticking with me. We had some fun. Got a couple of count reviews in there. Got to help some people, answer some questions. So, fun stuff. Appreciate y'all coming over. Hit the like button on your way out if you haven't already. Join us over on Discord if you're not already on the Discord. And I will see you in the next holocron.